His debut test century, so we got all stars around here with us. Babar Azam, of course, the captain of Peshawar Zalmi, and we have a new captain here for Quetta Gladiators, Mohammad Nawaz. So who has the coin? Babar has the coin. Heads is the call.
And that's tails?
And it is tails. Babar, क्या करेंगे?
जी हम बैटिंग करेंगे पहले.
बैटिंग करेंगे. पिछली आउटिंग बड़ी अच्छी रही और पहले बैटिंग का फायदा वो आफ्टरनून था. आज शाम में पहले बैटिंग का क्या कोई रीज़न बताइए खास?
कुछ 3 मैचों में हमने बैटिंग की है, तो हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि टारगेट सेट करके उसको डिफेंड करें, और कोशिश ये है कि जिस तरह विकेट लग रहा है गेंद 190 180 तक तो हमें करना चाहिए.
क्या तब्दीलियाँ लाए हैं टीम में?
सेम टीम
खिला रहे हैं. अच्छा मोमेंटम मिल गया है टीम को आपकी, और यूजुअली पेशावर ज़ल्मी का ये तरीका भी रहा है कि प्लेऑफ से जितने करीब आते हैं वहाँ से राइज होता है. हैप्पी हैं ओवरऑल जो चल रहा है परफॉर्मेंस टीम की? कुछ एरियाज ऐसे हैं जो आप और अच्छा कर रहे हैं?
देखें, बिल्कुल जिस तरह हमारा कॉम्बिनेशन चल रहा है और जिस तरह हम स्टेप बाय स्टेप मैच खेल रहे हैं और कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि स्टेप बाय स्टेप चीज़ों को लेकर चलें, और हमारा कॉम्बिनेशन काफ़ी फ़ाइन नज़र आ रहा है आपको, और कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि उसी कॉम्बिनेशन को खिलाएं, और परफॉर्मेंस आपके सामने है कि जिस तरह हमारे यंगस्टर और फॉरनर्स परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, तो इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे आज के मैच में भी वैसा ही प्ले करें.
चलिए, गुड लक टू यू.
थैंक यू.
मोहम्मद नवाज, कैप्टन ग्लैडिएटर्स. नवाज, आप भी यही करते पहले बैटिंग, या यूजुअली ग्लैडिएटर्स चेस करना पसंद करता है?
नहीं, हम अगर टॉस जीते तो हम पहले बॉलिंग करते हैं.
थोड़ा सा भाई जी.
हम अगर टॉस जीते तो हम पहले बॉलिंग करते हैं.
चलिए, तो आपको वो मिल गई है. तो क्या लगता है कितना स्कोर, हाई स्कोरिंग रहा है ये स्क्वायर? क्या टोटल यहाँ चेजेबल लग रहा है आपको?
आई थिंक जो सिनेरियो हमारे लिए, हमें वो रन रेट भी देखना है, और ये सारी चीज़ें देखते हुए हम कोशिश करेंगे कि उनको कम से कम रन्स पर रिस्ट्रिक्ट करें और उसको फिर कम ओवर्स में टारगेट को अचीव करने की कोशिश करें.
तब्दीलियाँ लाए हैं, ऑफ कोर्स एक फोर्स चेंज है, सरफराज की जगह आप आए हैं. उसके अलावा
I think we have few changes. We have 3 changes, and Najibullah Zadran, Naveenul Haq, and Sarfraz Bhai is not playing, and Jason Roy and Hasnan, and they are replacing them.
सही है. गुड लक टू यू, क्योंकि आपने सिर्फ जीतना नहीं है, मार्जिन भी देखना है, ज़्यादा मार्जिन जीतें.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so both the captains got what they wanted. It's Zalmi who won the toss, and they've decided to bat first under lights. That's a little different from what captains have been doing. Nick, now this square has been a high scorer and, chased as well. How do you see this pitch today?
Average score, Sikander, in the 6 previous games has been batting first 192. I don't see it being a huge amount different. I mean, if I just dip down here, I think Tex is going to follow me. I want to just dip down here and just show the viewers what we see here on the ground and what the captains, etc. see. If there is cracks, yeah, but this is what you do. You just sort of, are the cracks moving a little bit? Are they sort of moving? No, they're not. What we've got here is a really, really hard surface. So when Baba looks at it and thinks, you know what, this is another batting paradise, I don't think he's too wrong, really. It's not quite as much grass on this as perhaps we saw last night, which was 200 plus, placed 200 plus. I think you just got to notch it down a little bit, only a little bit, because I still think we've got a really good surface here. Spinners, it's not going to spin much unless you bowl a little bit slower, but then you might get a bit bounce for the spinners. So there's a little bit in it for everyone, but it's still really, you want to have a bat on here, don't you?
And when you say you don't want to put numbers pressure on them, but what kind of score are we expecting?
Well, I think you just go down a notch, as I say. I mean, 200 I thought has been par on many of the surfaces we've seen. It's been an absolutely outstanding deck of wickets. I'm thinking more 180, 190. Just drop it down a little bit, but not a lot.
Well, you heard Nick Knight. That's what's going to happen. Let's find out.
Maybe not.
Welcome once again to the Pindi Stadium in beautiful Rawalpindi. And it's another balmy evening here for this clash in the HBL PSL 8, Peshawar Zalmi against Quetta Gladiators. Match 25 coming to you live from the Pindi Cricket Stadium. It's all about the Q factor tonight, the Q for qualification. The Qalandars and Islamabad United have qualified. It's that 3rd and 4th spot that Peshawar Zalmi are looking for. Zalmi, they only have to win tonight and they're assured of qualification. For Quetta, they have to win both their remaining matches and hope that Zalmi and Multan lose their remaining matches. So that is one forlorn hope for Quetta. But stranger things have happened. Zalmi have shown form in the last couple of days with a resounding win over the Qalandars. Mohammad Nawaz is captain of Quetta tonight. Umar Akmal looks like he might put the gloves on. Martin Guptill, he's in form. Mohammad Hassan, Nasim Shah, Saim Ayub also in great form, and there he is, the grandmaster, the master of all. Wahab Riaz, no one's taken more wickets in the HBL PSL than the mercurial left arm quick. At the toss, it went in favour of Zalmi, and Zalmi said they'll have a bat first. So Aruj Mumtaz Khan is alongside, but what about this team? Doesn't look like any changes.
And the captain was quite confident at the toss, said he wouldn't like to change things around, and seemed like they had a good combination going. Babar Azam, he sort of sticks around in that top order. Saim Ayub, Haris and TKC, Hasibullah as well, they can all bat around him. And then you got firepower and Powell in the middle. Seamers as well, Jamal, Wahab, Arshad Iqbal. I thought Arshad was quite sensational. And then you've got the spin from Mujib. So they look like a really well all-rounded side.
Yeah, that looks a pretty good side, but number of changes here. Former England captain Mark Butcher, what do you reckon? Butch?
Nobody needs to be reminded of that. Right, the Quetta Gladiators, off the back of a stunning win, really, a Martin Guptill-inspired win against Karachi just a couple of nights ago. Made 4 changes. Sarfraz Nawaz is out. He has got that broken finger, so Mohammad Nawaz will captain the team. Then Jason Roy is in, back from Bangladesh. Will Smead also back into the 11 as well. And Mohammed Hafiz once again back into the 11. The professor to bring his experience, and of course Mohammed Hasnain also into the playing 11. So they've actually deepened the squad a little bit, and look to be a pretty strong side. That batting lineup looks very strong indeed.
It certainly does when you add the all-round talents of Mohammad Hafiz to it. Mohammad Nawaz is captain. It's the first game that Sarfraz has missed since day one of the HBL PSL in 2016. He's played 80 consecutive games.
Did I say Sarfraz Nawaz? That was a throwback, wasn't it? Northampton shit.
Yeah, you'll go back. In fact, he's just had a knee operation in London as well, Butch. I know how he feels. Mohammad Hasnain, we're looking forward to the raw pace of Hasnain. This looks, I can't believe that Quetta Gladiators have only won, 2 games. This looks such a good side, and he doesn't look old enough to play, does he? He just doesn't look old enough to play. But you've got an informed team. Babar Azam's Zalmi, they trounced at Lahore Qalandars. Here they are. They want 1 win to qualify, and this team, I reckon here, Aruj, I reckon they're, what's the word? They're bristling with, not just with energy, but they want to get back on track. They know they're a talented side.
But they've got absolutely nothing to lose, and I just feel this is probably their best combination, and it's taken them 9 games to get there. And it's been, we talk about permutations, they have something like 60 odd runs in terms of difference, or 14 odd overs, where if they have to chase it down in 2 games, it's probably their best look side if they get those 2 games over the line.
Our umpires today, Martin Saggers on the left, former fast medium bowler with the county of Kent, for whom Asif Iqbal played for many years, and Ahsan Raza, lovely to see him. Jovial character, very good umpire. Martin Saggers, he could bowl a bit, couldn't he? 800 first-class wickets, I believe.
Yeah, played a couple of test matches for England in Bangladesh. He's out there officiating for us this evening. Should be a cracking encounter. Zalmi, I think, have just found a bit of form. They've also found a wonderful player in Saim Ayub, who is going to be a star of the future for Pakistan in all formats. If I know anything about top order batting at all, he looks to have everything that you need to go out there and make mountains of runs. And of course, Baba, his partner, knows everything about making mountains of runs in all formats of the game as well.
And just to pick it up from there, the way that Saim Ayub came out to bat, it was as if he was the senior player, and he said, "Don't worry, Barbara, the captain, I'll sort this out, just follow what I do." And he was magnificent. It was fantastic to watch. So we got a high quality, high octane clash here, all about the queue for qualification. Nasim Shah, 20 years of age, right arm fast. Good economy, 7.9, 5 for 20 is best. Don't worry about numbers, it's that fear factor, intimidatory factor that he brings, intimidation. There's a lot of that in the HBL PSL, isn't there? There's a lot of fast bowling stock in this tournament.
And Quetta Gladiators is the one side who has two quicks. It's good to have Hasnain back, so that it'll be quick on quick from both ends. Just feel off late, a couple of games haven't gone Naseem Shah's way, and he'll want to spice things up here and make early inroads. Oh, we spoke about Saim Ayub. The confidence stems from the fact that he's played so much domestic cricket and scored so heavily. He's almost eased into the HBL PSL. He'll be the man with the gloves tonight, because Sarfaraz Ahmed took a big blow to his left hand and has, from what we've heard, is probably not going to take any more part.
Well, I think it's a good ploy to start with a slip. Iftikhar Hamid will start at slip, because Naseem Shah can get the ball through. He's rapid. Let me tell you, he can make the best hop around. 20 years of age, doesn't worry about knee injuries. In fact, they're there to come. Just waiting for the countdown here. Countdown, butterflies. That's what it is. You get ready for the contest. We're ready. Zalmi batting. They won the toss. Naseem Shah to Saim Ayub. Oh, he's not in control of that. It might land safely. I'm not sure if he got a hand to it. He was not in control of the shot because it was extra bounce and pace from Naseem.
Oh, this is a streaky start. It's Will Smeed who's sprawling into the boundary cushions out there. That was a quick delivery. Top edge. Saim Ayub tried to ride it down to fine leg, tried to keep it down, but top edge almost sailed all the way down to the boundary for 6. That's a lively start. That'll wake you up if you're not quite with it. First ball.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh yes, a little smile. Is that a nervous smile?
I'm sure it is. It was banged in short and it pinged off the edge of the bat, like you said, but he was trying to almost keep it down and tuck it around his legs. Well, one thing's for sure, this surface and with the pace on, the ball will come on very nicely.
He wants the quick run, solid. Saim Ayub. There we are, look at this. He wanted it straight away.
Yeah, good work, good reaction from Baba. Saim Ayub opened the batting for the first time in the PSL in the previous match against Lahore Qalandars, and I think that was mainly as a buttress against Shaheen Shah Afridi. Trying to get a left-hand, right-hander in there to negate that late swing back into the right-handers. And he played so beautifully that he's back out there doing it again.
They love him, don't they? Listen to this crowd. It's not quite a full house tonight, but whenever Babar Azam walks out, they love him. They just love this man. Love him all around the world. He's one of these, like the sort of Roger Federer kind of personality. People love to watch him play wherever he played. People like to watch Babar Azam.
Well, Al, it's very simple. It's because he's very, very good.
I'll buy that. Oh yes, Babar Azam, trademark. Beautiful.
Well, you just said he's very, very good, and he doesn't drop his standard. How was that for a shot? I reckon that wasn't quite right out of the center, but it's still gone off in a flash. His signature cover drive keeps himself so stable when he makes contact. It's all about timing after that.
Oh, it was there for it. We've had the first over. 9 on the board.
Last middle. Leg stump, yeah.
Four changes for Quetta Gladiators. Jason Roy comes back from these duties for England in Bangladesh with a big century under his belt. Will Smead, another young English player. Mohammad Hafiz, the professor. Love to see him back. Mohammad Hasnain, the quickie. And he is quick. Jason Roy.
You don't get a massive amount of rest, do you? He's off from PSL over to represent England, now back again for Quetta Gladiators. This young lad made a good impression the other night. Amal Khan, 2 for 26 for him. Yeah, 2 for 26 in the victory over Karachi Kings. It was impressive, generated good pace. It's a slim, wiry bowler.
Now share your most creative HBL PSL TikToks using Hoja Jazbati on the app to win exciting prizes and a trip to Dubai. Good luck with that.
That's your middle.
Zalmi here have won the toss. If they win tonight, they qualify. Quetta, desperate, hanging on by their fingernails for qualification. Oh, he's put this away. Oh my goodness, lightning hands from Babar Azam.
How easy does it make it look? He is quite exceptional. Quick hands through the ball and he just literally just goes bang across his hips. Races across the turf. There was a fielder there, well, nothing doing.
He's in the groove, isn't he? He's looking for it. He looks ominously good.
Yeah, it's an area actually that somebody like Amal might be able to exploit. Just in that last delivery there. Because Babar sets himself up to play that extra cover drive. If you can just get the ball to tail back in a little, just look the gate there. That's why he struggles a bit with the odd googly from the leg spinner. Unfortunately, if it doesn't come back, it gets crunched through the offside, and that's the risk you take as a fast bowler. If you don't get the movement, you end up flashed to the fence.
Well, if it's not off the front foot, it's off the back foot. It's once again, he's got such a stable base. Look where he plays the ball, right under his eye. Head ever so stable and still, and his hands just follow through. He's never trying to overhit it.
Oh, how about that? Let's just repeat it. If you didn't see it first time, have another look. 2 gone, 22 without loss.
I think this is the best of the lot. It's probably not the best ball. And again, he just allowed the ball to come alongside him. and then just open the blade slightly. Just turn that top wrist, turn the shoulder into it, turn the top wrist, made sure that he got it in the gap. Gorgeous.
Well, Mohammad Hasnain Saimayoub. Oh, he's put him down. Naseem Shah. Oh dear. You can stay on the floor for a while, Naseem, because your fellow fast bowler wants to have a little word. Hope he hasn't hurt himself there, but that goes down as a very big chance.
I think maybe it's just his pride that's hurt, really. This was an absolute dolly. Saeem getting it off the bottom of the bat. Blade turned in his hand. It had nothing on it at all. Somehow he managed to get himself into a real tangle. Went to ground. Barely laid a hand on it. Shocker.
Yeah, not happy, his bowling partner. It's not fun. Well, it might hurt there, but it's going to hurt if they don't pick up Saimayoub. Yes, Babar Azam is a price scalp, but the way Saimayoub is playing, they'd want him back in the dugout as well. And that was a very, very simple chance. I just feel he's done damage to his right thumb. Oh, he didn't really get his hands all the way under the ball. Even as he got to it, it just sort of skimmed through his fingers. Not quite sure when he's damaged that. Still not quite sure when the damage has happened. The ball almost went through his fingers. Didn't have a very hard landing, but just seemed like he's done something to maybe that wrist or that right thumb.
Well, it's not the impact of the ball, is it? Because that's nowhere near his wrist. And then it seemed as though he barely hit the ground either. I just think his pride is killing him at the moment, and he's had to come up with an excuse for why he's dropped a dolly.
Looks like he's gone off for a little while. The margin for error to land the ball in the perfect place for Babar Azam, you're looking at a saucer. It's about that much.
Yeah, landing it on a sixpence. Hasnain has had his number a little bit. Strike rate's excellent though. 3 wickets for 46 runs, 35 balls. And Naseem, he's treated him with a little bit more respect, quite a lot more in fact. You think that, I mean, you've still got to be straighter at Babar. You've got to be trying to hit off stump at the widest.
Oh, shot. Oh, fielded as well. Mohammad Nawaz. Captain tonight, Mohammad Nawaz. There's no Sarfraz for Quetta. First match he's missed. Got it.
Well, for Quetta Gladiators, hope they will be hoping for the new skipper to inspire some sort of belief magic. They still have 2 games to play, and what they have is their own game in their control.
Just on that leg stump. So easily flicked away by Ayub. It looks like he's been playing 20 years. He's 20 years of age. Right, is obstructing the field a legitimate form of dismissal? That's our Jazz Fan Pulse question. Is obstructing the field a legitimate form of dismissal? Oh. Go on then. We look forward to hearing from you for that one. Two balls to finish this over. He's only gone for 3 singles. Oh dear, add a 4 to that. Magnificent from Babar Azam. Absolutely superb.
Well, the line was pretty good. Length a little too full. And Babar just waited for it to come in. Wait, and then clipped it away. It's just too easy, isn't it? That's just slightly unfair. Pitch looks good, by the way. Absolute belter.
Bold and well played. Fast bowlers can do that. 3 gone, 29 for no wicket. Quetta Gladiators have got 2 matches remaining and their hopes hang on winning both of them. They've got to beat Zalmi tonight and they got Multan on Saturday. They've got to win both. That's all they got to think about.
Yeah, I mean, look, the margins have to be quite large as well. I mean, they're asking for miracles. But you know, it could be the start of something. You've got another year next year. Sarfraz now out of the side as captain, a chance perhaps for some new energy, some new thoughts, some new thinking. Hand it over to the younger generation and see if you can, you know, resurrect the franchise a little bit. There's always something to look forward to in these competitions, even if it happens to be next year.
That's gone a long way up. It's gone a heck of a long way up. And Dwayne Pretorius was always struggling to get there. He's a big man, Dwayne Pretorius, covers a lot of ground with few steps.
Yeah, it was a slow one. The pace off, got on the toe end of the bat. It went a long way up and still carried a certain distance. There should be runs, 2 of them. And this kid is really good. Saim Ayub. He's that young, even I can call him a kid.
Bowled it straight. Now Naseem Shah is wringing his arm. He's not happy. Here's a Dafa News cricketing fact. Zalmi is the only franchise to have qualified for the playoffs in each of the last 7 editions of the HBL PSL. And of course, 7 + 1 is 8. As Marza Arshad has just reminded me. He said if they win today, it's 8.
He doesn't think much of your maths, does he?
Not a lot. Nor did my teacher, by the way. He's a good boy. It's the first one he's missed. Babar Azam. That might have on another day or another minute gone fine, and he's got to be careful here because Naseem Shah's got his fine leg up inside the circle, so he can't get near that leg stump. It was a quick delivery, 145.
Seven times. This is the 8th. They win today. They get through. I mean, people I can work that out.
Oh, false stroke. That's a moral victory for the bowler. Right, the Inverex Hanif Mohammed cap is to be given to the highest run getter of the tournament, and Inverex Fazal Mahmood cap to be given to the top wicket taker. Two wonderful names in Pakistan cricket, and rightfully remembered for what they've done for the game. This is pretty good from Naseem Shah. Get that ball in quickly. Don't want them to get a second. It's good running.
And it's not just the shot playing, it's just also the communication and the coordination between the two in the middle. They sort of trust each other now, have played a fair bit together. Just off late, Naseem Shah hasn't quite been where he sets his own standards, but it's a good over since he's come back.
Oh yes, yeah, dive and stop it, but he can't. It's another boundary for Babar Azam. Naseem Shah can't believe it. 4 gone, 38 for no wicket.
It's a masterclass. It's an absolute masterclass here from Babar Azam. And the ball has been pinging off his bat. It looks so effortless. Well, he's down for a couple of times already today. Just frustration building up on the youngster. He's got responsibility. Still very young in his career, Naseem Shah, in spite of the amount of cricket he's played. But he leads his bowling attack for Quetta.
Wonderful to see the young faces in, watching the stars. Dwayne Pretorius, the 33-year-old South African, who's retired from international cricket, says he's going to concentrate on franchise cricket around the world. He's a big fella, strong, bowls, he bats. So this is quietly a very nice start for Zalmi. 38 for no wicket from 4.
Yeah, they've done it without breaking sweat either. And that final boundary off that last over was quite something. Starts off for the slow, he'll do that and take a lot of pace off Dwayne Pretorius. Just check this out from Baba. Zero wrong with that delivery at all. Again, as you're being hypercritical, might just want that line to be a tiny bit closer to off stump, but there's pretty much nothing wrong with it.
How's he played that? Oh, well done, Will Smead out there. That's a very good stop by the young English player. Extraordinary stroke. You're a left-hander. How did he play that?
Just like this. Yeah, just surprised a little bit by the lack of bounce, I think. But he's watched it so carefully, as did Will Smead out there. Great piece of fielding. He was able to adjust for that lack of bounce and still get the middle of the bat on it.
I think also what helps, although Babar Azam doesn't need any help, but what helps him in this opening stand with Saim Ayub is that you've got right hand, left hand, and if you're a bowler, your lines and your lengths are so critical against great players like Babar Azam. You've then got to adjust it because you've got a left-hander there. You've got Saim Ayub, who is just batting imperiously out there. Cheeky, and 4.
Well, the youngster's got some flair and he's not afraid to put on display. This is brave, smart, and he always knew what he was doing. Fine leg up in the circle. He's not afraid to move laterally across the crease. This is just getting really funky from him.
Now then, where's this going? That is 6. Oh, it's signalled for. Well, if the leg side ramp swat was funky, what was that, Aruj?
×2. Funky ×2. Well, one thing's for sure, Saim Ayub is here to stay. He's a really smart cricketer, extremely assured of himself. It looks like it went... just bounced in. There's 2 really good strokes. Very unconventional, but he's got to 20 now.
They want 2 here. They want 2 and a great big shout for no. That'll seal it. 5 gone. Entertainment. 10 out of 10. 49 for no wicket.
Change bowling.
Next over, please.
Poor bowlers used Hasnain with another and swung away leg side for 6 more. 50 partnership up, and this young man continues to impress. Speaking of impressive young men, Nick Knight, Buzzard Khan alongside me.
Oh, you're very kind on the young. You're very kind. What a shot. I've just taken a little bit of time, hasn't he, to find his feet on this surface. Played so well yesterday. But Baba has been leading the charge, but length slightly different and picked out one of his favourite shots. Plays it so well. Look at the balance.
And the tempo of the innings is good. 192, the average score, this HBL PSL 8 in Pindi. And you think 200. Once you go out there batting first, minimum you're thinking 200. So far, so good from Peshawar.
Well, he's a Pakistan prospect in the making, you would think. Not that I would ever want the selection job in this country, but I'm thinking he's got an opportunity in the next little while to put the green jumper on. I've seen a couple, Istanula, Arshad Iqbal, the chances in the next couple of 3 years as well. He's got all the makings of quality, as has this man. Been around for a while though. That is beautiful.
Yeah, and really enjoying the conditions. It's sliding on beautifully. Played pretty well yesterday, but playing a little bit better tonight and enjoying the ball, sliding a bowl full, and he'll whack you through the covers, bowl short, and he picks up lengths so quickly.
Loving the bit of extra pace as well. It works in his favour. Always a super timer of the ball.
Width and put away again. Lovely timing from Baba.
Well, they can't bowl to him at the moment. They bowl slightly full, maybe fractionally wide, but your margins against Baba at the moment are minuscule. Tried a slower ball and just dragged it wide.
Just making it look so easy. This is unfair. Batting is never that easy, is it, Nick?
I'm glad you're asking me the question. You'd have watched enough of me play over the years. Yeah, if only we could have batted like this. If only.
This time it's leg side. There is a man at a deep backwards square. Disappointed with himself. He's having a word to himself here, Bubba.
I watched so much of Babar Azam in T20 cricket, and you look at this innings in particular, he's going at almost 200. The best time for him is during the power play because he can get those boundaries, but he's got ahead of the game quickly, which very seldom he does, but tonight he's looking the part.
He's a touch player, isn't he? And this surface suits him. So high-class shots, whatever format of the game it's in, he's enjoying the surface. You know, when he's on the slower pitches, the ones that cutters become more prevalent in the early overs. Bowlers bowl it into that type of pitch, a bit like Karachi. That type of surface, it's harder to play these shots early in your innings.
And you know that Peshawar are doing well because Simon Dool hasn't touched upon the run rate so far. He's pretty happy with the way things have gone.
I'm still working out how he'd go as selector here in Pakistan. I reckon it'd be interesting, that.
One thing's for sure, I'd have to be convener. 67 without loss. Oh, what a terrific start. Promoted Saeem Ayub to the top of the order in the last game. Still got the power of Harris to come. And that left-right combination. End of the power play, 67 without loss. Just trying to find out where that sits in relation to Peshawar's power plays throughout the tournament so far. Imagine it'll be right up near the top. Oh, he's asked for two, might get more. Oh dear, oh, be careful, be very careful with that left, that drag-in foot.
Hafiz on that point boundary. Yeah, he's touched the skirting. I reckon that'll be 4. He's signaled as 4. Hafiz is sort of placed at a deep point, and we know that he's not as nimble as he used to, so maybe there'll be a rethink, rejig now. Yeah, change in field straight away. Now he wants him slightly squarer, and the cover goes into a point, and an extra man over to the offside.
Second best power play for the Zalmi in the tournament so far, beating their previous best by just 2 runs. Enjoying the cricket and enjoying the evening in the Tapal Danidar Tea Lounge. Lovely place to be, drinking Pakistan's #1 brand of tea.
What you don't want is the lull in play after the power play. It's been so good from Peshawar. You just be greedy and carry on in the same vein. Most of the teams in the HBL PSL 8 have slightly struggled in the mid-overs now. The openers have got off to a flyer and just need to keep on in the same vein.
Harris, TKC and Rodman Powell. Some real power to come. So there's no issue with what you're saying at all, Bazid Khan. Just keep going, keep going. Plenty of batting resources. Asibullah Khan as well. First dot for quite some time. Look at that timeline down the bottom of your screen. We just had the first dot for quite some time. Outside the line, it was a long way down. I still think it was outside the line. I know the skipper will probably fancy himself for a review here, but I would suggest not. But he's gone against my better judgment.
TV umpire's the director. We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. Can I check the front foot first, please? That's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please? Can we just confirm there's no bat with ultra edge, please? It's flat line. Flat. Just go back, please. One frame. Yeah, clearly no bat involved. Can we go to ball tracking when ready, please?
We'll let you know how long we got. Trying to get him out of this bubble.
Pitching outside off. Impact outside and over 3 meters. Hassan, you can still have your original decision. Stand by. Your on-screen signal now, not out.
Well, that's 3 strikes for Nawaz. You should lose all your reviews for going for that one. That was horrendous.
Yeah, maybe it was an emotional review because things are not going your way as a team. Maybe it was Baba as well because it was Baba. But you're right, absolutely nothing really going for it. 75 without loss.
Change your bowling. Run him over.
Both openers striking above 170 at the moment. Hafiz into the attack. Right arm off break. No strike rates to come. Harris, TKC. Not often 145 would be the worst. Asibullah right up there. Rodman Powell will be even higher than TKC as well. So there's some real power in the next 4.
And you want to use all of those, don't you? You want to have them get out there, have time to express themselves. Well, just a word on how well Babar has played today. 37 is the second most Babar Azam has ever scored inside the power in HBL PSL.
Well, Osaka Batteries, like the Osaka Batteries Facebook page and answer HBL Jashan contest. Win prizes, get a chance to be part of the Osaka Power Run.
So here's another question. Would you rather try and aim for 220 and get bowled out for 190? Or would you pace yourself so that you don't get bowled out and lose out on 10, 15, maybe 20 runs?
Well, think about trying to hit every ball for 4 and 6. If it's not there, try and knock it for 1 and 2. I mean, if you base your attitude, your batting around that, you're going to maximise what you're going to get. I think sometimes when your goal's set, well, sometimes when you start thinking 200's good, 220, just play it in smaller segments than that. They got off to a brilliant start. Your point's good. Don't then go back into your shell a little bit for the next 4 or 5 overs, thinking we've got a good start, so we can afford to do that.
Totally agree. You've got resources and you've got proper resources. It doesn't guarantee that they will always come off. And I'm not saying throw your wicket away, but you still have to be positive. Just the 3, so really good start from Hafiz. 8 gone, 78 with that loss. Eight gone. Nawaz will continue tonight's skipper for the Gladiators. Sarfaraz missing his first game for the franchise.
Nawaz,
Left-handers love facing left-arm bowlers. Looking down long leg, deep mid-wicket. Not quite so easy to hit extra cover. The reverse is definitely on because they're offering the reverse because they're just one behind square on the offside. The lefties like going with the spin most of the time.
That's gone over backward point. It'll just be a couple, yeah. Throwing off your knees is never quite as powerful.
Nawaz again tinkering with the field now, an extra man on the offside to make sure that that deep point goes slightly squarer. He thinks that Saim Ayub is trying to go over extra or somewhere there, so he's got more protection.
His leg side doesn't get all of it, but it's in the gap and goes far enough.
Yeah, left arm spin. Left hand is always going to target leg side. And it's not the world's biggest ground, so you get enough bat on it and you can score quite a bit.
Yeah, and if you're Nawaz, how do you try and counter that? Well, you're probably thinking, got to get it underneath the bat, because you know that he's trying to go leg side most of the time and then inside out over extra. Get it full as you can underneath the bat.
One shot away from a half century. And that'll do it. That will do it. Thank you very much. This is brilliance from a very, very talented young man, Saim Ayub.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just the talent we see on show, but a little bit of consistency now as well. He's just turning him out. What a player against the quicks and now against the spinners. Didn't quite get it full enough on that occasion and was punished, Nawaz. Look, he's trying to get it fuller, and it's just meat and drink for the talent of Saim Ayub.
Yeah, eye-catching, and that's saying something because he's batting with Babar. Almost all the focus is on Babar wherever he bats, whenever he bats. But Saim Ayub, well, he's just standing up and being counted. This was probably a better shot to get to his 50 in front of square. The strike rate, very impressive. It's almost helped Babar along. Not particularly today, but the game before, it was him that was doing the striking.
Fourth 50 this PSL, which is the joint most with Mohammad Rizwan. And you mentioned it before, Nick Knight, about the left-handers. That's where Bubba needs to take hold of Hafiz if he bowls again. That's a better matchup for him. Right, don't forget to download the BeLove Network and earn $1,000. www.belove.network. Keep the strike after a good over. 17 coming from at 95 without loss.
Change your bowling. Right arm over.
$12 and over. Is that a possibility? I think it's a very realistic possibility with the power that is to come from the Zalmi yet. So just the one tidy over for Hafiz. He's got that one through. Pretorius is back.
Good cricketer. I mean, Pretorius, I think they're a better side for him being in it. They've made many changes over the last few games, but I think they've got this right. It may not be his night with the ball or bat, but I think over time it's a better selection. Canny with the ball, he'll vary it. He bowls good wide Yorkers, good slower balls. I think he's got a pretty good cricket brain as well.
It's decent, that, isn't it? 150 wickets. Batting strike rate of just a tick under 140. Well, some great things to win throughout HBL PSL, and the PCB are giving HBL PSL superfans a chance to win a brand new car. All you have to do to participate in the Jazz Recharge and Win activity. Remember that maximum recharges will increase your chances of winning. Just wide of long off, and it gets round nicely, does Martin Guptill.
Just on another subject here with Quetta Gladiators, the last 4 years, it's been a franchise that hasn't done well. First 4 years they did really well, but last 4 years they've been a franchise which has struggled. Now, apparently they're the only franchise. That's a beautiful hit. Just too full and thumped down the ground. It brings up the 100 and the partnership. Just checking if this has gone all the way. It seems as if it might have. And Babar just launching this downtown. On the fall. So 6th, and Babar will get to his 50 as well. 27th 50 for him. Most in the HBL PSL. The 100 partnership and the 50 in one hit. And he'll get that away to the fence. Straight down the ground and then straight behind the wicket.
Yeah, fantastic. Great awareness as well, third man up. He's just looking for anything slightly outside off stump that he can use the pace with.
Not even that wide, is it? He just knocks it on its head. Really skillful. It's another very good over of batting, 15 coming from it, 110 without loss at the halfway stage.
And most 50+ scores now. Babar Azam, 27 of them, well and truly in front of Fakhr Zaman with 19. Over 2,500 runs, 74 innings, and he struck them at 122. The Babar Azam masterclass. It's been an absolute treat to watch. He's been timing the ball really well. Right, time to head down to Aaron Holland.
You're just checking if the take is clean. His feet are up. That's very smart. Good game awareness, and he gets rid of that ball. Guys, before he touches that boundary rope.
Very important guest alongside me today, Mr. Sagir Mufti, the COO of HBL. Now, of course, you've been involved as the title sponsor of this tournament for all 8 years. What was it about the PSL that made you want to jump on board and throw your support behind it?
Aaron, thank you for having me here today. First of all, before we talk about HBL PSL, I want to talk about congratulating you on the International Women's Day. It is a recognition in our mind of all women in all shades of life, pursuing various interests, like you and many others, who excel in what they do. And in HBL, we call them superwomen. So you and all the other superwomen are to be congratulated on this day, first of all.
I so appreciate that, thank you.
Now, coming to HBL PSL, absolutely. We have been a firm believer in this from year one. We have stayed with this from the beginning because we saw in it two things. We saw in it an opportunity to show the young people of Pakistan, and we have a lot of them. This is a nation of youth, that you can excel if you perform well. If you focus and commit yourself, you can excel in delivering and being recognized for your delivery. So we wanted to make sure our young people see that ray of hope. Our young people are able to see the opportunity when they apply themselves. The second thing is that as a nation, we like to be involved in many things. Pakistan and Pakistanis love involving themselves in politics, economics, you name it, and sports. So this platform gave them an opportunity to, I think, become closer to cricket, take interest in something they're passionate about, and most important, enjoy world-class players coming and playing in Pakistan. We are very happy to see the maturing of the process where it started out in Dubai, came to Pakistan and is spreading into more and more cities. HBL, as you know, is across the country. So we want HBL PSL to be across the country.
Well, thank you so much for your time and your continued support. We simply couldn't do it without you, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, that was Sagir Mufti, the COO of HBL.
Thank you.
Thanks, Erin. And how about that? Another lovely stroke through the offside. Peshawar Zalmi, well, they are an absolute fire.
Well, you can take that extra cover drive to the bank. Just a little shimmy, gave himself tiniest bit of room, bit of extra width to create the angle to get it past extra cover, and then nailed it. This young fella can really play.
How's that? How's that for a shot? It travels all the way. This is some innings from the youngster. He's raced to 62. The 11th went for 18. 128 for no loss.
That's no way to treat bowlers. He's not even looking where that's going.
Well, he's always got a smile on his face. What a player to have on the sidelines. Darren Sammy, their coach. The youngster's given him plenty to cheer about, not just him. A lot of cricket fans out there, because it has been a knock of some command. It's been funky, it's been brave. A youngster showing everyone what he's made of. He's hit the long ball as well. 5 fours, 4 big sixes, and that was the last of them. Appreciated by the captain as well. He can finally smile. He's striking at 221. Quetta Gladiators still looking for a breakthrough. He's played all around the park, Saim Ayub.
Okay, guys. Yeah, we're good.
Well, I can tell you this much. If you switch your television sets on now, you are unlucky. You missed some great action this time. Babar Azam comes down the wicket. He's been using his feet against spinners and it's working for him.
Well, showing absolutely no respect for his elders here. Mohamed Hafiz, straight after the Tepo Danadar strategic timeout, steps out and bops him over mid-wicket for 6. It's just been effortless batting from the pair of them.
It has been simply sensational. And like you said earlier, even without breaking a sweat, it almost seems so effortless. Even Babar Azam, every time we think he can't do better, and he comes out and delivers something that is so pleasing to watch on the eye. It's a shot that he's worked on off late. Once again, picked his gap to perfection, Saim Ayub. What a player, what a knock this is turning out to be.
Yeah, the professor is scratching his head. Tried to just drag the length back a little bit, didn't want to get hit back over his head. Saim Ayub just with that horizontal bat, the swing was just so pure. Almost a shock when there's a miscue.
You know, I totally agree with you. I mean, nothing wrong with most of those deliveries. They've just been too good today, these two. Especially Babar's 10 boundaries.
Make that 11. 11 boundaries for Babar Azam once again. Quite spectacular, brilliantly timed, plays it very late and threads the field once again. He's raced to 74 now, 41. This is now the highest partnership ever in the history of the HBL PSL for Peshawar Zalmi. The previous best 139 between Hafiz and David Milan back in 2017. Hafiz's overs gone for 17. It's 145 for no loss.
I realize you're upset.
It seems like Peshawar Zalmi has had 2 sets of power plays. The first 6 went for 67, the second 6 even better, went for 78. And Quetta Gladiator have brought on pace from Mohammad Hasnain. Rolls his hands over that. Oh, this is some cricket. This is some shot making from Babar Azam.
Yeah, starts off with a slow ball bouncer. And if there was any deception, well, Babar masked it pretty well. Just checked his bat swing, waited for it, tapped it down behind square, found the boundary again. Who says you need big biceps to score quickly in T20 cricket?
It's bad news for the other teams because Peshawar Zalmi, once again, especially these two, peaking at the time when it's required the most.
150 the partnership, 150 the opening stand, and it's come off just 76 deliveries. Oh, the crowd, well, they've got their money's worth. It has been sublime timing from both players. It's been some sensational shot making. And Quetta Gladiators, well, they have absolutely no answers to this.
It just seems like he's got a geometry box or something. The angles, I mean, they place fielders anywhere. And they find the gaps and they make it look so easy. 6 boundaries, 4 sixes for Saim, 12 boundaries, 2 sixes for Babar. And we've still got a lot of overs to go.
Does it continue? Yes, it does. Will Smeed pops it over the boundary. This is going from bad to worse for Quetta.
Well, they should have had Saim Ayub. They should have had him. I think Naseem Shah dropped him off the bowling of Hasnain. Will Smeed never got himself settled underneath that. He was almost circling it down there on the boundary, parried it over. Should have made a better effort at that as well.
He was dropped on 6. He was dropped on 6 by Naseem Shah. And in an innings of 74 from 32, he has only played 3 dot deliveries. It has been absolute runs galore from the youngster. Right, time to get the fans involved. It's a free hit for fans. Win a house contest. Go to the Parkview City Facebook page and answer the question: who was the Pakistan captain in the 2009 T20 World Cup? Get yourself to win a house and mobile phones daily.
That's mobile phones daily, not houses as well.
One house.
One house.
Just one.
Okay.
At the end of the tournament. At 12 of the first 4. Mid-off up in the circle, long off back. It's been spanked once again. This time, oh, a misfield will still get them 2.
Yeah, the Gladiators just seem to be all over the place at the moment. Who is exactly running the team? There's a lot of chat coming in from Jason Roy, talking to the bowler. Nawaz, the captain, is quite far away, especially when you get those misfields resulting in sixes. Somebody's got to talk to the bowler because he's going to lose all hope.
"15 off the over, it's 160 for no loss. Well, they got their 50s in quick time, but the third one has just come off 16 deliveries. Saim and Babar seem to change a gear after every over they face. It's 160 between the two of them. Now the second highest partnership in the HBL PSL. He'll have to re-bowl that. Dwayne Pretorius will bowl a lot of those change-up slow ones. Well, it's time to travel. They are giving away a 1300R Hayabusa heavy bike to the player with the highest wickets in the HBL PSL and the player with the highest number of sixes. Have a ride on that. $176, the highest partnership in the HBL PSL. Any guesses for who that belongs to? Got Puch and Sikandar alongside.
Was it Lahore? Between Fakhr and someone?
Guess again. Common denominator tonight.
And? Babar and?
Babar Azam and Sharjeel Khan for Karachi Kings back in 2021.
They must have won the tournament that year, right? 2021, no. It was Multan. Yeah. Well, people who had questions about his strike rate, Babar Azam at 178 at the moment. And a lot will be required from this man today. Martin Guptill, Jason Roy and everyone.
Taken. Simple, soft dismissal in the end for what has been an absolutely spectacular knock from Saim Ayub. And the crowd can only cheer about this.
Yeah, tame way for a superb innings to end, but it was a slower ball again from Dwayne Pretorius. Very, very slow and very, very wide. And the young man has just gone after everything. Wasn't in the mood to let that one go. Nawaz takes the catch and then calls in the Gladiators for a chat. And Babar is just as disappointed as young Saim Ayub that he's fallen in that fashion. He goes for a brilliant 74 from 34, and Peshawar have lost their first for 162.
Right, I'm over to you. That's your middle. Oh, no.
Rovman Powell, well, 156 seems about right for the evening in terms of striking. And because of the start Peshawar Zalmi have, they can afford to jump him up the order. 3 deliveries left in the 14th, 6 to come. They are on their way to making a big score. They continue the way they are, they end up at 240.
I just see what's happening out there. It's not a bad move to send Powell up the order before TKC, because Powell hasn't really had many outings and they want him to be up and ready once the playoffs come.
A little bit away, not much.
Yeah, Barber wanted him to get 100.
That's outside off.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he'll be mighty impressed by what the youngster has done. Appreciated by the captain and the dugout.
Tell you, the one thing about playing here at Islamabad is that you've got to eke out every single run you can when you're batting first. We saw last night that 205 wasn't enough, and Islamabad United chased that down against Multan Sultan. So they got off to a terrific start. Don't take your foot off the gas. If you're in line to get 210, make it 220. Just keep piling it on, because if you're going to chase runs anywhere in the HBL PSL, this is the place to do it.
Oh, he's pushing for 2. Pressure on the fielders. He picks up 2 to end a good over from Quetta Gladiators. The 5 off it and the wicket. So 165 for 1.
नवाज ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਾਹਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਕਰ ਕਪਟਨ ਨੂੰ
Babar Azam won the toss and he did not hesitate in saying we'll have a bat first. 192 the pass score here. Well, they're on their way to get a few more than that. 86 is what the skipper's on from 49. And Nawaz will continue. He's been expensive. He's gone for 24, hasn't picked up a wicket. Oh, there we go. That ball has travelled out of the Pindi Cricket Stadium and onto the streets. New balls, please.
He absolutely nailed this. Rovman Powell is a very powerful man, and there was no thought whatsoever of holding anything back here. Bang, just leant back at it at the opportune moment, thundered it out of the park. He knows a thing or two about hitting sixes, and they tend to hit them long in the Caribbean.
I'm sure that's the longest 6 of the HBL PSL. Surely over 100. Does he go again? Oh, they got a rush here. Very quick between the wickets as well.
That's the first time we've seen the ball disappear outside the ground. Only a man with his power could do that. Just launch that into orbit. Don't be surprised when he's on strike. It could come our way because he's batting right in front of us.
Yeah, they're pushing hard here again. Does he get in? Oh, it's a direct hit. They're asking for this. Nawaz looks very, very interested. The throw came in rocketing from Iftikhar, and we will have a look at this upstairs.
TV umpire to director. We have a umpire review for run out at the bowler's end. Can I assign an angle, please, first? Bat's grounded. I've made my decision for the big screen.
Rovman Powell used to run 10 fives for the 100 back in his college days in Jamaica. Even with pads and a bat in his hand, he's got more gas than most.
Oh, looks like Babar Azam had done his research. He was very sure he'd get in. He got in quite comfortably in the end. He was past the stumps before the ball. Zing bails were on. Or 220 plus, you'd imagine, from here. Maybe even more. That's one of our favorite moments. The Tapal Tea Lounge, the fans enjoying a nice cup of tea in this glorious Pindi evening. They've got box office seats to the action tonight. It's been an absolute top draw effort. "12 off the 15th is 177 for 1.
Change your bowling. Right on over. SS.
177 for 1, 5 to go. 12 and over, maybe 60. Is that a possibility? Certainly is with these two players at the crease. Amal has bowled 2 overs, has been expensive. Naseem has been okay in the context of the 177 for 1 on the board. Bubba is 90, 52 at the moment. 94 or 53. Evening, Alan Wilkins, Buzzard Khan.
We talk of master classes, master shows. This is just right up there with the very best. He makes it look so easy, as if he was born to bat.
As good as it gets.
Don't wish to embarrass the person sitting next to me, but I used to think Majid Khan made it look so easy. I had the privilege of playing under him, but this man has got the X factor. He's got that. Babar Azam.
Yeah, put on a show tonight, hasn't he? Highest HBL PSL score for him, but it's come at a strike rate of 175.
Well, it's clever. It's incredibly clever. Both the bowling and in the end the batting.
First one for the over.
The slow bouncer. He goes, hit it, no, leave it. Yeah, maybe just touch it down to find leg for a boundary. Yeah, in the end, it was great decision making from Robman Powell.
Which leaves the bowler now thinking, so if he's dealt with that, what else can I pull out of the hat? Okay, let's try this one then. Ah, he didn't know what he bowled there, do you?
Oh, that's a very good Yorker.
Uh, 187 for 1. 4 overs after this. 247 is the highest ever total in the HBL PSL.
It's in danger, but it's a long way away, isn't it? It's 15 and over from here. 15 and... Right, TikTok time. Share your most creative TikToks using the hashtag Hoja Jazbati on the app to win exciting prizes and a trip to Dubai.
Come to visit you, Simon. Knock on your door.
Come and say hi. Part of the T's and C's is that I may not be home. Brilliant. Again, that is wonderful stuff. In the end, decide against the single. 16 gone, 188 for 1. Pretorius with his last 1 for 31 off 3. He's gone at slightly less than what the run rate is for the Zalmi. Have to be at his best here though. Bubba is just 4 away. Deep fielders at long on, long off. He's going to go wide off stump here and try and bowl Yorkers wide of off stump with this field set. I don't mind that at all.
Which is a tough skill. You've got to land it in such a small area. You know, your length has got to be absolutely critically spot on. If it's not, it'll be dealt with, especially by this man. I wonder what his bench press is.
It's it right. Okay, FC, all you got to do is flip the bucket and put it on your head. Oh, good effort, well done. Champion gets some finger-licking prizes courtesy of KFC for the winner.
You talked about being spot on. Well, 190 of just 16.2. Everything's been dealt with. That's probably the only area you can just get off with a single and be happy. Otherwise, it's been boundaries everywhere. It's been an innings where everything's gone to the fence. Now, Dafa News, cricketing fact, HBL PSL 8 has the highest run rate, 8.89, amongst all the T20 leagues in the last 1 year. So the HBL PSL is the place to be.
Yeah, if you're a batter, come and play here. Too wide on this occasion. They'll sneak one though, an extra one, and brings Bubba back on strike. Yeah, so you take into account all the leagues that have been played around the world, Big Bash, IPL, the Blast in the UK, the Bangla Premier League, the recent IL T20.
And they reckon HBL PSL has the best bowling, the most difficult bowling to face in the leagues going around, so the pitches must be magnificent.
They are magnificent. Yeah, I think I've always sort of maintained that I think some of the highest quality fast bowling in this league, I think that would be the point that I would generally make, the highest quality fast bowling. Now that there's many in all the teams. I think that's the key.
Yeah, you can't bowl outside those lines.
A leading run scorer, and wicket taker of the HBL PSL 8 will get a complete solar system for his house from Inverex Solar Energy. Great for the environment. His leg side, it is in the gap. Should be cut off though. Good work, brings about a couple more, but all in all a pretty decent over so far. Can he finish it off?
Just looking around, 197 for one, and I bet he's thinking 6. That's beautifully bowled. Slow one, right outside off stump, a dot ball to end the 17. 197 for one.
.197 for one, 3 to go. This becomes the issue now when you're just taking singles and looking for 100 rather than putting the team first. The last little while, that's all that's been happening, rather than looking for boundaries still when you've got so much firepower to come. Hundreds are great, stats are brilliant, but it must still be team first.
Yeah, stats are for Prats, isn't it?
Love it, Baz. A little bit of Bubba brilliance, his first HBL PSL 100. Brings it up with a wonderful piece of timing. 800 in all T20 cricket. And his very first change of franchise and a change of fortune for the skipper of the Zalmi.
And fittingly is that gorgeous cover drive, trademark from Barber. It is absolutely brilliant. 103 of 60 balls, and you look at it and you think it's a test match innings because all those shots are classy. As always, he's not tried to muscle it, he's just timed it, but today he's been on song from the word go.
Every person inside this stadium will say, I was there to watch this wonderful batting display from Babar Azam.
Might be a few outside the stadium telling porkies as well, Alan, saying I was there as well. I remember the night.
I heard it. This is it. Gorgeous. As good as it gets. He knew it.
He's joined a list of Aaron Finch, David Warner and Michael Klinger, 3 Australians who also have 8 T20 centuries. They're all second equal on the list, actually, with 8. They're not far behind Chris Gale. And he has 22. Just put that into perspective. And Bubba's a terrific player. Warner, Finch, a lot of you might not know Michael Klinger or heard of Michael Klinger, but he's a terrific batter down in Australia, played a lot of first-class cricket, a lot of T20 cricket around the world as well. 8 T20 hundreds compared to Chris Gale's 22. Phenomenal. Look at those numbers.
So the greatest ever T20 player?
T20 batter? Yeah, I'd give it to him. Yeah, I would. I think he deserves that title. And I think those 2200s would tell you exactly that.
Plus the fact, Dooley, that Chris Gale is a magnificent test cricketer as well, with his 2 triple centuries. But Babar Azam is showing that he's an all-round class act in all forms of cricket. Chris Gale, 22 T20 centuries. And Babar Azam now with 8, his first in the HBL PSL.
All of them coming inside the last 4 years as well for Bubba. Strike rate has been impressive tonight. That's the key. Started well. It's continued to be impressive. That's in the gap. That is in the gap for 4 more. It is. Jason Roy has just kicked that ball away even further. 207 for 1.
Well, this is again impeccably timed. I think the bowler felt that Jason Roy could have got there. I think Jason Roy felt that he couldn't have either. But it's frustration all round for Quetta's bowlers. Naseem's bowled his 4, he's gone for 39.
Two to go. Don't think that record is in danger now. They need 40. Possible. They have to go some to get there.
Yeah, the highest score this year, 241 by the Kalundars against Zalmi, 241. Fakhar Zaman with he smashed, I think it was a 90.
Clothed them right up on the stickers. Should come back for 2 and will.
You know, just made it look so simple throughout, and that trademark celebration, we enjoyed that. We enjoyed that 100 immensely, and you just felt in that power play once he started off that he was in the zone, and boy was he in the zone. He still is.
The slow ball bouncer that Rodman Powell cannot catch up with. Well, Parkview City free hit for fans, winner house contest. Visit the Parkview City Facebook page, answer the question, who was the Pakistan captain in 2009 T20 World Cup? get a chance to win a house at the end of the league. Also, win mobile phones daily. 2009 T20 World Cup captain. It'll be wide, have to re-bowl that one. Well, the Jazz fan pulse question, who is the head coach for the Multan Sultans? Johan Botha or Andy Flower? Answer on the app. 1 or 2 SMS. Send them in. Oh, he just lost his shape a bit there, did Powell.
Well, so far this is a very good over from Mohammad Hasnain. He's tried to vary his pace. In the first couple of overs he bowled, he was trying to bowl virtually flat out. He's a genuine quick bowler, but in this cricket you've got to be able to vary pace. And there you see he's dropped it down. His slowest delivery 106. And his quickest touching 140.
Down over the head, came in too far, he came in too far, right down in front of us. Is that Smeed again? I think it is. Took about 3 steps in and it sailed over his head. If he'd stood still, would have pouched it.
Once it rains, it pours. The opportunity there that time, and you'd think with the situation of the game that you wouldn't be far off that boundary line. And he's just stepped in and it's just gone over. And that's been the way that the game has gone for Quetta Gladiators.
Inside the circle now, so got to go short or Yorkers at leg stump. Smeed it up inside the circle.
Back up there, yeah, back up there, yeah.
Let's not forget that Babar Azam with his 100, but Sam Ayub again taking the lead with his 74 from 34. It's the second match in a row that Sam Ayub has set the tone. And this time it's his skipper who's carried it on.
Gets that one, does Rodman Powell, away over mid-wicket. Powerful indeed. Another 6, 17 from the over, 224 for 1.
Brutal. He knew it was going and he knew it hit it in the middle. It's flat. His goal 86 meters. And it's just sort of skimmed through. He's got so much power. Power to burn.
Change bowling.
They've put on a clinic here tonight and have the Zalmi, and it's been centred around the skipper Babar Azam, who's been superb. Saeem Ayub, that partnership that Alan Wilkins was just talking about, of 162. The only wicket to fall, 74 off 34. 1 over to go. Young man, good luck.
Yes, this is where you have a few butterflies. 16 years of age, Emal Khan. His first 2 overs have cost him 31. He's going to finish it.
Oh, he's out. Gone. Brilliant work from the young man.
Probably the only way that Babar was going to get
TV
out.
umpire to director. We have an umpire review for run out at the striker's end. Can I have a side angle, please? I've made my decision for the big screen.
The end of a fabulous innings. Probably the innings of the HBL PSL 8. Babar Azam 115, 15 fours, 3 sixes, and a strike rate of 177, let's call it that. 224 for 2.
Talking. 5 to come, Tom. Right arm over, 5 balls. That's the middle.
Five balls to go. Tom Kohler-Cadmore is at the crease. Swing and a miss to start for him. Good from Amal Khan, first up.
The inside edge, but he was very quick to react, was Amal Khan, and just touched it on to the stumps. They've been treated, they wanted more, they want another 5 deliveries of Babar, but it was a fabulous innings. Innings that you want to watch over and over again. Short, wide, and it is a wide.
Well, Tom Kohler-Cadmore here, in his innings the night before last, he was facing Rashid Khan. The first 2 balls he received hit him into the crowds for 6 and 6. Terrific young English player, this fellow.
Oh, there you go. Took him 3 balls tonight, or 2 actually, Alan, before he's plonked one downtown for half a dozen.
Right on cue. Pitched up. And we say it's a no-look 6, but he remains with the shot. And once you're looking down, you actually look closer at the ball, and that's why it just sailed away. You don't go full to him, you don't go length to him. Where do you go?
Oh, that was there as well. You'd be disappointed missing out on that.
Two balls to go here. If they hit it 2 sixes or a 6 and a 4, they'll go past the 241 that we saw from the Kalunders, which is the highest score this season. And with Kohler-Cadmore there, it could be Kohler-Havmore. Could be.
Rodman Powell hasn't got enough for that. Can Guptill get around? He can't. He can't.
Oh, it was a brilliant effort. He somehow got to it, full stretch drive. And Guptill almost with a spectacular catch, but guess what? It's another boundary. Well, that is some effort.
Right, last ball, 236 for 2. Guptill have another go. Have another go, and it's gone straight through him again. That's the left hand, it's the same hand. And the Zalmi have finished in style. 240 for 2. 24 fours, 11 sixes. It has been something special from everyone, from the top down. And the skipper has shone the brightest.
A blitzkrieg tonight here at the Pindi Stadium. And I wouldn't be surprised if Quetta go in there feeling a bit shell-shocked. This was absolutely drilled at Martin Guptill. Could have done himself some damage. That's been hit as hard as any ball tonight. It's past him, it's through him. It might have taken it with him had he got more behind it. That was a very difficult hour and 40 minutes. Hour and 45 minutes. Look at those scores. Saim Ayub 74, a quite brilliant 100 from Babar Azam, 115. Rodman Powell 35 runs off 18, and Kolak Admore just came in for a few. 240 for 2.
Zalmi's highest ever total, that 240 for 2, and not much to like there at all. Just the one wicket for the bowlers. That went to Pretorius, 4 overs for 40, and only Naseem Shah below 10 and over economy. It's a tough day out for the bowling unit.
Peshawar Zalmi won the toss and elected to bat, and boy, what a batting display we've been witnessing. Saim Ayub 74 of 34, but the standout, Babar Azam, all class in his 115 of 65. Powell added power, 35 of 18. 20 overs, 240 for 2. You have to look away if you're a Quetta Gladiators fan. Everybody went, maybe Naseem the best of the lot. 4 overs, none for 39, 9.75, the least amount of runs off his 4 overs.
That they can start boosting their net run rate. So not only do they need to win, but they also need a boost in that net run rate, and that is going to make it very, very difficult. Do not be surprised if you see lots of balls flying out the park, lots of wickets going down, all action happening out here in Islamabad, which has been a great place for entertaining T20 cricket.
Absolutely. Well, Jason Roy's flown back, especially from Bangladesh, just to bat on this beautiful batting wicket. They're on their way out, so we're going to head back upstairs, and it's up to you guys in the commentary box.
Yeah, plenty of power with Jason Roy and Martin Guptill, but you think that this would give them a lot of clarity. You just go out there and take it on. That strike rate 128, he's off. A couple of good innings in this HBL PSL 8, 100 in that and a 50, but you reckon that there's only one way they have to go, even with Jason Roy.
They've just got to load up the magazines and just fire away. Jason Roy's coming here off the back of a brilliant century in the series against Bangladesh for England. Martin Guptill off the back of a century and 86 not out in the last match. Well, Nick, you've opened the batting. I'm sitting between two openers here, so Nick, what's your take on this? How do they go about this?
Well, they play the way they've had a great deal of success playing. I mean, what they know from the first half of the game is they've got a belting pitch. It's going to come onto the bat. So you probably tell yourself the temptation is to go route one, big high back lift, try and hit 4s and 6s. But actually sometimes just tell yourself, do you know what? Just play some lovely shots here and you're going to get full value as well. And sometimes Jason Roy, you know, if he plays really well here and holds his shape a little bit, he's going to score at will 4s and 6s. Sometimes if you're trying to overhit it, get a little bit out of your comfort zone, that's when it goes straight up in the air. So I think that's what you will have learned from the first part of the game. But it's nigh on impossible for them. It really is, in terms of what they need to get out of the game.
Well, just quietly, it starts at a fraction over 12 runs and over. Arshad Iqbal will start. His economy is below 9 and over, and he can get the ball down there. He's no slouch. He's a big fella. Look at those shoulders, so he can get the ball through. Jason Roy does like a bit of pace to work with as well.
Yeah, and the other thing you're going to pick up is what happened yesterday when they bowled on this very similar surface, just a couple of pitches away. They bowled back of a length. I think that's the one difference. Quetta bowled full. Now, they might try going up there a little bit and see if it swings. That's fine. But if it doesn't, they'll go back of a length.
Yeah, right. Quetta Gladiators try to chase down 241. It's Jason Roy on strike for the first ball. Into the pitch, beautifully played. Just the start, Nick Knight was after. Hold your shape through the covers.
Yeah, it's easy sometimes to talk about it in the dressing room, less so easy when you're faced with such a daunting task, but that's a good example. That's what they're going to try and bowl, back of a length, and Jason Roy just leans into it. And trying to overhit, leans into it, he'll get full value.
Yeah, they will try and just hit back of a length. Don't be surprised if there's a couple of bounces in between. That's better, just pulled it slightly back.
It's what they did, Baz, so well against, I think it was the Calanders yesterday. They just bowled back of a length and made it so difficult to score. And that's what your staple diet is going to be.
Before the game, we knew that Sarfraz wasn't playing. This is the first game that he has missed as the captain. And I reckon he's chose a really good one.
Yeah, he's good selection.
Down the ground, muscled it, got enough on it. That's the second boundary of the over.
I've watched Jason Roy in recent seasons, and he will relish this challenge. He will take this on like this, pugnacious, and he won't have respect for any bowler.
Absolutely will. And what he's done well here is he knows, we've just been talking about it, he's not stupid, he knows exactly what length he's trying to bowl. So he's trying to get down the pitch a little bit more and take that length out of it a little bit. Might have done a little damage to the bottom of the bat. But it's game on here. Jason Roy, one of the very, very best, just searching for his best form. He's got 100 a few games ago, but in between, he's had a lean patch.
Oh, the edge, and it's hit the shoulder of the bat. That's what we've seen from Arshad Iqbal. He hits the deck, he gets a bit of bounce, and he needs another bat. That flew off the edge.
Just have a look at that edge. You think he wants another bat? Reload. Well, it's the start that they need. Remember, this asking rate is just over 12 runs and over. Marty Gupta.
And they just need to carry on. Maybe it's the kind of thing where you think that, okay, we've not got a lot of chance, we just go out there and try and play as well as they can and free themselves up, no pressure.
So, Nick, when you bat a long time here, you've played here, how does this pitch behave? Yeah, I know this.
Wilco, you're being mischievous. Stats man has just passed you a stat that you've been chuckling about.
Nick Knight played here, not on this ground, but he's played in Rawalpindi, scored 0.
Oh, launched. Beautiful shot. And it's gone the distance. Classy 6. From Martin Gupta ends the first over. 15 without loss.
Well, wonderful shot. Look at that. Look at the poise and the control in the shot. Again, not trying to hit it too hard, but in doing so, it goes a long, long way. You are getting full value for runs. In the first half of this game, it was Master and his apprentice at the crease opening up. Now it's Master and Master. Both of them have done it all around the world for many, many years.
And 15 off the first over. It's been dealt with. But now this is a big challenge. Mujib is very good with the new ball. He gets the ball to swing. And bowl a carom ball. He's got all the tricks. Loves bowling with the new ball. Cut away. Finds the gap. Boundary.
Quick hands, quick adjustment as well. Jason Roy will look to generally hit him down the ground if he can, but have a look at the footwork here and the adjustment that he makes. Very quick to get back, and the hands coming through very quickly gets the connection he wants.
Tighter swings leg side, gets a lot of it. That's gone all the way.
They're just about on target. They've got to keep going. I mean, it's an extraordinary start. We could be in for some incredible entertainment. That's where he's looking, there and long on and down the ground.
First ball 4, second 6. Tries to hit it over. This time 1 bounce. Gets a single, so 11 off the first 3.
It's a fun situation. I mean, you look at the scoreboard and you know there's not a lot expected really. It's going to take a incredible, hour and a half of batting. And as an opening batter, just go and have some fun. Go see how close you can get it.
TikTok, share your most creative HBL PSL TikToks using the hashtag Hojajazbati to win exciting prizes and maybe a trip to Dubai. Terms and conditions apply. Right now, the only terms and conditions for Quetta is just to keep finding the boundary.
Just looking at the Zalmi bowling lineup, Amar Jamal, Wahab Riaz.
Dot ball 27 without loss.
Change of bowling, left arm over. That's 2 leg there.
.27 off the first 2 overs. Quetta Gladiators right now right up there. Wahab Riaz has been thumped. First ball, extra cover, 4.
It's a bowler's graveyard, this pitch. You're not going to get anything going for you here. He is the highest wicket taker of all time against one of the most destructive batsmen in the world. On his day, Martin Guptill, and he's in form in this HBL PSL 8. He'll enjoy batting with Jason Roy as well, because Jason Roy has already set the tone.
Tries and lift it over, just gets it over. Captain goes back, it's a couple of runs.
Just saying, Nick, here that the bowlers to come, Wahab's just come on now. Amar Jamal, pace. Azmatullah Omarzai, pace. They've only got the one recognised slow bowler, Mujib ur Rahman.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what you'd least like to face if you were Guptill or Roy. I think either hitting length hard, which is I think what Wahab would generally do, and then just varying your pace of delivery. Not necessarily quicker ball, slower ball, but just varying it ever so slightly. Because if you don't do, that is what's going to happen. Batters will just set themselves.
It is a slow one. I don't think he got it out of the middle, but it's still almost carried all the way. He talked about what the batters don't want to face. What about the bowlers? They just don't want to bowl on this pitch.
They just don't want to look at the captain. These are a little niggle skip, sorry.
Well, some bowlers look away from the captain, but if you do that, the captain can see the number on your back, so he knows who you are. There's no hiding place here for bowlers.
Slower again, thumped again over extra cover. That is brilliant batting.
Yeah, it's stunning batting. We've been treated to a run fest, haven't we? Babar Azam and Sayam Ayub, brilliant against the new ball. I think he'll think he's just a little too full here. I think he's got to go a little shorter and vary the pace, but whatever he does, yep, he'll know, the skipper, that it's not very easy for the bowlers here.
41 already. It's 2.4 overs. Short into the pitch. This has just been lobbed up. Continent ball. Wahab strikes.
Well, that's more the length. That is more the length. Let's have a little look at that. Might need to take a little bit of a closer look at that.
By a millimetre, that is a fair delivery.
Well, that's the length. That is the length that they bowled so well yesterday. It's the one where you're not quite sure to go back or forward in terms of scoring your 4s and 6s. I think that was friendly. 21 from 8, 41 for 1.
That's the middle. One ball to come. No, that's why I went like that.
Will Smeed in at number 3. He's beaten the bat outside off Stonewall Wahab with a wicket in that over. 41 for 1 after 3. "41 for 1. Martin Guptill 21 off 8. Wahab with the back of a length delivery just got the wicket. You just feel there'll be that kind of chase, boundaries or wickets. Umar Zain to the attack. Pace on. Has to be spot on straight away. Into the pitch, turn leg side.
Just wasn't quite the length. Caught Marty Guptill in 2 minds. And I'm not sure Marty Guptill was that pleased with the celebration. This was a millimetre or 2 away from being a no ball.
It turned away, and that'll race away to the fence. You just have to be slightly off, maybe a centimetre off, and you pay the price. And just slightly leg side, helped on its way. That is the 7th boundary so far in this innings, to go with those 2 sixes. Short, that'll be a wide. He'll have to re-ball that.
That's the last thing that Zalmi needs to do, is to give extra deliveries to Quetta. A win tonight for Zalmi, and they qualify along with Lahore Qalandars and with Islamabad United. But they're a long way from it yet.
Yeah, making a field change well deep mid-wicket. So Jason Roy will be thinking, I'm getting no width here. He certainly shouldn't get width with the field. Only 2 allowed out. They're both on the leg side deep. That's why he's bowling there, and that's why his margins are tiny, really, Wilco. You said he don't want to be giving away extras. That is why they're bowling such tight lines.
Right. Like the Osaka Batteries Facebook page and answer Ek Khel Ek Jashan contest to win prizes and also get a chance to be part of the Osaka Power Run. A shot. Well, the reaction from Omar Zai is that there was a bit of bat or glove on it. He's looking at the umpire and he just, I think he signaled nothing, so that is run, so that might have been the opportunity.
Yep, you can see it clear as you like there. That's definitely off the glove, and he'd done the work as well. Yep, it's one of the more straightforward ones.
Sibullah, he had it in his gloves as he dived and his elbows hit the ground. It just rolled out of his gloves. Well, it's been a terrific start to the innings. Guptill and Jason Roy have come out firing. It's been all systems go. That was a beautiful cover drive. Then down the track, hit it away. Then Guptill hitting one into the night sky for 6, leg side 6. You name it, it was flying away. Slow one dispatched as well. And we're approaching 50-49 with the last ball of the 4th over. Will Smeed on strike now. For him, there's a long on and a deep square. Into the pitch, short, it's in the air, but he's found the gap and he'll get a boundary. 50 raised at the end of the 4th over. It's 53 for 1.
Well, they've just made a change to the field. If he's going to bowl that length, then he probably needs to keep his field, because if he had it done, it was straight down deep mid-wicket stroke. You've got to make a decision. Are you going to go fuller and have your long on back, or are you going to go shorter and have your deep mid-wicket back? They've got a little bit stuck between the two.
Slow one, mistimed, so he'll just get a single. Now the question to the bowler in the midst of us, Alan Wilkins. Such a game this, every delivery disappearing to the fence like that. How does the bowler's mind not get scrambled?
They are scrambled. they're scrambled now because they've been watching the carnage in the first innings. Oh, Mari Guptill. He'd love to still be out there. But I thought it was a decent over from Omorzai, and he still went for 10.
Slower into the pitch again.
Well, somehow, as a bowler, you've got to try and stop these batters from using their arms, and that's what Jason Roy and Marty Guptill did so well. Well, I suppose you could say he set him up here, and he bowled this one shorter. It caught Marty Guptill in 2 minds, and he wasn't expecting that.
Backs away, hammers it through the offside, races away to the fence.
That's the point I'm making, that he had some width because he made room for that and the ball was going across him, so he's able to use his arms. Great bat swing, flat, horizontal. It's 4.
Slow one, turned away nicely. It'll race away as well, another boundary.
It's a cruel, cruel game for bowlers. I think that's, just don't be a bowler. Just, if you're going to take up the game, be a batter. I mean, margins. I mean, he's at the stumps there, he needs to be, can't create width. The length isn't too far off and he still goes for 4. The pitch is winning.
They're going at 13.5 to the over. 63 for 1, and you still think that it's Peshawar who are the favourites. Slow one, launched away, over extra, and that'll go to the fence as well. Jason Roy turning it on.
Jason Roy batting like Rob Roy at the moment. He's on a gallop. He is full on here, Jason Roy. He's enjoying this challenge.
You travel around the world. He's travelled from Bangladesh to come here. I think you'd travel around the world to get a bat on here, wouldn't you?
And pulls it into the leg side. Just a quiet little single. But 15 off the 5th. It's 68 for 1.
.246 is the highest successful run chase in T20s. Oh, boundaries just continue. That is a really nice pickup shot. And Jason Roy, well, he has got Quetta right in with this chase.
Well, it's a slight mishit. It's a slower ball. He's got it on the bottom left of the bat, but he's just so powerful. And with only 2 men allowed outside the circle at the moment, still for another 5 balls, Gladiators looking to make the most of it.
Does he get all of this? One bounce between the 2 fielders on the leg side. He is picking his gaps to perfection here, Jason Roy. He's raced to 47. Just 20 deliveries.
Oh dear. Everyone's a coconut. It's like the January sales. Everything must go. And it is going. Great fun. Unless you're bowling, of course. In which case it's absolutely no fun at all.
Oh, he has 8,000 runs to his name now, Jason Roy. Ball has been pinging off the bat, making it very difficult because it rockets to the fence. Now fielders have to get everything behind the line of the ball. 8,000 runs, Jason Roy in T20 cricket. Once again into the crowd. 4-4-2-6. A 50 also comes up for Jason Roy, and in some style.
Yeah, it's also the highest power play of the HBL PSL 8, highest power play for the Quetta Gladiators. And Jason Roy is putting on a show. 87 metres, that one.
Well, one thing you know about Jason Roy is when he's in good form, do not get carried away into thinking the faster you bowl it, the better chance you've got. The faster you bowl it, the further he will hit it. Striking at 250. I mean, they'll get it done in plenty of time.
They need to do it in 14 overs.
Yeah, they might have to get a little bit of a wriggle on.
Oh, straight back past the bowler. One bounce. Oh, wow. This is rockets flying off Roy's bat. It came down 142 clicks. It probably went back 248 clicks.
Second highest power play in the history of HBL PSL now. At 88 for 1. One ball remaining in the power play. They're not going to get the highest because it's 97 by Islamabad United. Well, unless we get a no ball. Yeah, no ball that goes for 6 and then the free hit goes for 6. What about that? Go on then. Oh.
That's a lovely delivery. An excellent retort to what has been a destructive over. 20 came off it. A power play, well, it was power packed. 88 for 1. What a show we've had tonight. An exercise for Martin Saggers. End of the power play, 88 for 1. A power play, the way it's played out, 15, 12, 14, 12, 15 and 20 are the runs that came in the first 6 overs. And they'll have to continue.
Well, they've got the rate down, would you believe? Started above 2 a ball, and they've now got it down into the very, very comfortable region of 11s. This pitch is an absolute belter. Ball just seems to stay middle of the bat height. No matter what length is being bowled. Oh no, oh dear. Now that does not help. The last thing you need when the ball is flying to all parts is for your fielders to have perforated hands.
Azmatullah Umar Zai on the boundary. Yeah. Oh, it's up in the air. And that also races away for 4.
It's quite extraordinary. It's gone for the reverse sweep here. And this is probably 8 to 12 inches outside of leg stump. Oh, I don't know how he's done that, but anyway, it's come off the top edge. And when it's going for you, keep going.
I love it. The pitch is so good you can hit it for 4 by accident. I think Rodman Powell had one, didn't he, in the first innings? Slower ball bouncer that he somehow managed to hit for 4 off the back of the bat. Well, and just like you don't want every pitch to be a minefield and totally in the favour of the bowlers, you don't want every pitch to be completely in favour of the batters, but every once in a while it's quite good fun.
he's a little more animated than he was at half-time. There's a bit of a smile on his face earlier. 100 comes up. He's not animated very often, Darren Sammy. Usually a smiling, happy character, but that looked a little more intense for my liking.
And 100 comes up, 59 of 25 this partnership. And Jason Roy, well, is stripped to Bangladesh. Maybe some of more Quetta Gladiators batters could end across there.
Catch it!
Cries of catch it will land short. 13 have come off the over. It's 101 for 1. A 70 of 28 because they are in pursuit of another 140 runs from 78 deliveries. Martin Guptill, well, very fiery 21. Oh, that's been sweetly timed. The sound of the bat. That tells a story.
Well, Babar Azam is all class, and the rapier. Will Smead, thoroughly modern player, biceps the size of Bournemouth, and he bashes it. Pure muscle.
Yeah, about time you turned up, Will Smead. He was 7 from 6 in this partnership of 60 prior to this.
Dafa News cricketing fact: if Quetta Gladiators chase this target, this will be the highest successful run chase in the history of the tournament. Well, they're on their way. Required rate now 10.5. Through the offside. How's that for timing and placement? This game only gets better.
Yeah, they just can't control it at the moment. It's a slower ball, a little bit of room. Carved that away offside. The last 20 deliveries, just 1 dot ball.
A little bit of an offside helicopter there from Jason Roy. Again, the momentum, the force, the sheer speed that he was pulling the bat down through meant that he wasn't able to check the follow through, so he just kept going with it. Another couple of whirls and he might have left the ground.
It's the last thing we need at the moment. And just keep watching this. Don't leave the ground. Don't go anywhere, Jason.
Re-bowl that, please. Yeah, he's searching for boundaries. It's been quite a relentless onslaught. We saw it in the first innings. We're seeing it in the second innings. 13 fours, 2 big sixes from Jason Roy. Oh, that's That's a lovely delivery. Really well-directed Yorker.
Yeah, it's about all you've got, isn't it? Get that Yorker in there. You might just get a dot away. Just watch Jason Roy here. Fabulous. Airwolf.
Yeah, that's how hard he has to try to get the ball on the offside, hitting it leg side. He's got to over-exaggerate it. It's a couple of decent deliveries. I know the second to last one was a wide. Previous one, the dot ball, 146 kilometres per hour.
Oh, straight down the ground, and straight through the boundary. It doesn't matter where you bowl to him tonight.
Jason Roy, I think he knew it was coming. A couple of really good Yorkers. And the bowler at the end of his mark is thinking to himself, it's all I've got. That's the only ball I've got to try and stop the ball from disappearing out the park. But of course, your margin for error then becomes nothing. Jay Roy stays back in the crease, digs it out, absolutely thumps it. It's an umpire killer. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to help, Baba. You might need a bigger fence than the two fingers together.
1 to go. 16 have already come off this over. That's a good Yorker to end the over. We'll still get a single. 17 off it. 1-1-8 for 1.
He's bowled 3 good Yorkers in that over, and it's gone for 17. I understand one of them went for a wide, but it's just been unbelievable at the moment. If you break this down now to a 12-over contest with 9 wickets in hand, and said you need 123, 12 overs, you'd win 8 games out of 10.
Yeah, on this surface you would, for sure. I mean, the opposition's got nothing in the way of mystery spin. You've got varying degrees of pace bowling. Slower balls aren't gripping at all. I've not seen a single batter deceived by a slower ball in the contest so far. They've taken pace off and it's just sat there and said, belt me. So it's on. I mean, you know, forget the fact that they need to do it in ridiculously quick time in order to affect their net run rate, but just to chase this down anyway would be an incredible achievement.
Well, the only place that has been calm tonight is that Tapal Tea Lounge. Everything else has been quite berserk. 358 runs, 359 runs this afternoon. We still have 11.5 overs to go and only 3 wickets have fell. One of them a run out. What are we missing?
Yeah, take up bowling. Go on, go on, young boy, young girl. Be a bowler. Have some fun. Enjoy a great career.
Hey, listen, it'll be all right. There's a test match starting in Ahmedabad in 24 hours' time. There'll be plenty of wickets there.
Is that into the gap again? Yes, but it will be cut off. Taking the pace off here.
So they don't even have an option of another bowler because Jimmy Neesham's on the field for Rovman Powell, who can be an option as a bowler.
Yeah, Inverex Solar Energy, and the leading run scorer and wicket taker. They'll get a complete solar system for their house. Oh, one more to the 4 column. A total tonight 19.
Well, rumours of the demise of the career of Jason Roy have been wildly exaggerated. He's had a rough old 12 months or so, lost his place in England's T20 side before the T20 World Cup, had the most miserable of English summers. But just of late, he made 100 against South Africa in the 3-match one-day series down there. just made 100 in Bangladesh, supposedly can't play spin.
That picture was the essence of misery, wasn't it? Couple of blokes with no idea what to do. Oh, what a shot that was.
Oh, what a game. Within a span of a few minutes, they are on the receiving end of what they delivered in their 20. On the sidelines, Darren Sammy, those expressions, well. 10 of the 9th, it's 128 for 1.
.240 for 2. Peshawar Zalmi winning the toss, batting first. Baba making a brilliant first HBL PSL century. Sami Ayub also showing the class that he has as a young player, young left-hander at the top order. Second highest score in the HBL PSL this year, 240. Is it going to be enough? Previous over was a good one. Just 10 runs from it, lowest of the innings so far. Now they're going to go to the mystery spin of Majib. So, all joking aside, it's going to be a bowler, one way or the other, for Zalmi that's going to win him this game. The figures might not be pretty at the end of it, but it'd be 1 over. Could be the last, could be down at the 20th. And just one guy with 6 balls might make all the difference. It will be a bowler, nearly always is in T20 cricket, a bowler that makes the difference one way or the other.
Go on, son. Osaka power run. Pump those legs. Has he got it? Has he got it? Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Oh, dropped. Stay there. So far, this is a good over. Bag of goodies for the man in the Osaka power run. This was an opportunity. When he started his career, Majib, he was, without being too cruel, he was awful in the field. He had a really tough time of it. He's worked very hard.
Yes, all the way. Again, it's brute force from Smeed. Managed to transfer his weight and then just hit it for all it was worth. Went flat and went far enough.
Well, it was in danger of being a really good over for the Zalmi. It's now gone for 8. Required rate's 10, so you can afford a 7 and 8 here and there. That's fine, but it only gone for 2 or 4. Thought Majib was just doing a good job. Just pick up the end of the Osaka power run. I think he did a hammy. Did he or not? I don't know. It was a nice little turn, and there we go. Box of goodies. Courtesy of Osaka batteries.
Did all that in skinny jeans as well, you know. Right, single. Majib and Zalmi will take that. Smeed keeps the strike. It's 137 for 1. They need 104 from 60.
We're just looking at total number of boundaries, rather fours, 43 in this match already, with 16 sixes. That ball must be like, what, 80 years old, 80 overs old. Look at that, Roy.
Well, I don't quite know what the strongest paracetamol is in Rawalpindi, but I think the ball might need a few, because it's got a headache like heck. It's been all around this park. It's been hit unmercifully hard. And Will Smead, he's no slouch either. 24 from 15.
This is the joint most, 137 after 10 overs. Islamabad had the same score earlier. TikTok, the winner, that's Umar. Umar, congratulations to you. That's your video. It's well done, some real good work. It's just such an amazing form from Dhaka to here.
Well, just had the timeout, and Darren Sammy will have been with Baba, and they were having obviously a very serious and animated chat. Yeah, you can see. I bet a lot of that is about what the bowler can do. What are the plans for the bowler? Do you know what? If you're in that huddle, what can I do as a fielder? How can I take a brilliant catch? How can I get a run out? How can I change the course of the game? It's easy to focus on the bowler and what they need to do. But don't remember you're a team out there. Remember that you can make a difference too, even though you're at deep point.
Oh, wow. How good was that?
Well, we've seen some shots, some extraordinary shots throughout the day. Whoever it might be, Baba, Saim, Ayub. That's about as good as we've seen, it really is. It's right up there with some of the stroke play we've seen. It was effortless, really, in the end.
It's a 100 partnership. Look at that. Will Smead is only 25 of those 100.
So Babar Azam is off the field. I think Rovman Powell was off the field to start as well. Not quite sure what the injury is to Babar.
Well, that slipped out of his hand for sure. Another ball, another run. Well, that's one way of getting wickets. No better. Well done. That might come in handy tonight.
Not sure that's a legal delivery, that one. The second one. I think that the one on the right was a very good delivery.
There should be another one. Oh, gets away with that. That's a bit lucky.
I think the timeout has just arrested the momentum. It's just now then. Ooh, that is outside that line. On another day, that's a wide. Nick Knight, what do you reckon?
Wide.
Good boy. Well done, Nick. You're with the bowlers. Come on, Martin. You're a bowler in your previous life.
This one should be. Oh my God. Not again. Scolded the over. 11 gone. 146 for 1. Broadcasters, HBL PSL Season 8 around the world. These are the places where you can actually enjoy some serious action with HBL PSL. That should be a wide. That is wide. It's talking about momentum. They only have one spinner, Mujib, in his last over. They don't have anyone to slow things down. All pacers, and Roy is loving it.
Will Smead's just got to almost refocus here, because they had a couple of deliveries wide in the last over that weren't given. This partnership 108 from 55. That is a rate of knots, and of course they had to go this at this pace. The run rate is 13.
Just a single, but 150 up for Quetta Gladiators in the 12th over. They've been scoring 13 plus. It's working for them.
Mujiba. 17 balls for that second 50 of the innings for Quetta. We've just got a little cluster of dot balls here.
Yeah, and he's getting around quickly as well, Mujib. He's no time between deliveries, no time really to set yourself and think. The ball has come and gone, and well, 4. Can he finish it without a boundary?
Get it! Get it!
Magnificent, absolutely magnificent. As well as some of the batting that we've seen. I said earlier about something dramatic in the outfield. Maybe that's the moment for Zalmi.
Mohammad Haris with the catch. Truly spectacular.
Out. Can I check the front foot first, please? It's a fair delivery. We go on to the catch, please. Yeah, just keep rolling forward, please. Yeah. Catch is fairly taken. My decision for the big screen is...
You won't see many better catches than that in this HBL PSL. And it's brought to an end Will Smead's innings. He's gone for 26. Quetta 150 for 2.
Mohammad Hafiz comes out to bat with 150 for 2. Not sure if that was the best option out of the lot they have, the batters they have available to come.
Well, fair point. I mean, they have more aggressive players, don't they? Umar Akmal, I think he got some like 43 or 14 in a game or two ago. Iftikhar as well. He's not happy about the bottom of his bat. He hasn't found the bottom of his bat very often in this innings. But I said earlier, something dramatic in the outfield. Someone in the outfield do something special, and that is a special catch. Never easy to judge that coming forward. It's hit hard and flat. Hasn't really made a contribution of note in the last few games, Mohammad Haris. That is a major contribution. With the way the game is going, yeah, take a bow, absolutely.
You were spot on with that. What the fielders can bring into the game, the bowlers are being hit all over, and that was something special. He gets a boundary. First ball, Mohammad Hafiz.
Well, Hafiz brings a very astute cricket brain as well as a bat out to the middle. And he'll know exactly what to do to complement Jason Roy in this task. Highest score of 98 not out in his T20 career. He's been around a long time.
A lot of people in a race for those caps. Hanif Mohammad cap for the highest run scorer, and Fazal Mahmood cap for the highest wicket taker. Powered by Inverix Solar Energy. Mohammad Rizwan leading that. He's been leading that throughout the 24 games.
Yeah, that is the only danger. When you're in with Jason Roy on 98 from 43, the worst thing you can do is get stuck down one end. Yeah, it's important to score the boundaries and keep the scoreboard ticking over. And it's important to flip that on the top of the head so you get a load of KFC. They're all getting pretty good at that now. But if you're a bowling side now and you're Baba and your team, you're saying keep as many deliveries as possible to the new batter. Have to keep rotating as well. That is exactly what he doesn't want to be doing. This is excellent bowling. Good phase of the game here for Zalmi, really good.
You keep an eye on that current run rate. Is 12.08 at the moment, and this decision, pushing Hafiz up in the order, does it work or not? Those numbers will tell.
Now, if he doesn't get the strike, Jason Roy, that's the last thing he wants. Ticking Jason Roy at the non-striker's end.
Yeah, that's more like it. The sound of it, maximum, makes it 11 of the over, 161 for 2.
What a gorgeous shot this is. The noise that resounded all the way around the ground. Oh yes, headache ball. I didn't want that. Sorry, Skip. Repairs to Jason Roy's bat. Goodness me, that's a spectacular hit from nowhere. Picking up the length of the delivery so quickly.
Jason Roy, 43 of 98. Had he scored that 100, he would have had the joint fastest in HBL PSL. Earlier it was Riley Russo, got 100 of 43. Now he could be the second best if he gets a couple of runs now.
Yeah, you can see the figures there. There's very little option. Movement Powell is still off. He's the one bowling option that could be used but can't because he's not on, and I understand he's picked up a little niggle of some sort. So just the 5 bowlers.
He's asking for 2. He should get it easily. What a knock from Jason Roy. He's brought Quetta Gladiators back to life with that innings of his of just 44 deliveries. And he's got a strike rate of above 200, 15 boundaries and 3 huge sixes.
Oh, Jason Roy, what an innings. You can see the relief on his face. He knows he's endured a pretty tough time. But when he gets his form, my word, it is eye-catching. That is one of the very finest innings with a team under pressure. And he'll still feel there's work to be done. That is his 2nd ton in just a few days.
That's his 2nd century in the HBL PSL. first overseas batter to score 2 centuries in this tournament. And there was a great shout to himself, the emotion of it all. Yeah, you're right, Nick Knight. He has been under pressure. He's had a lean spell for a long time. And there's a release of emotion there with that century. Now, can he carry it on? Can he take Quetta home?
I'll tell you the other thing, Wilco. It puts into context some of the decision-making Quetta have come up with in this tournament. They put him at number 3 in one of the games. I know he's been away with England. They dropped Martin Guptill for one of the games, maybe even 2. Yeah, I mean, I know it's easy to say that on the back of 100 and Martin Guptill finding form again, but these guys have done it for years and years. It's what they do. It's what they've been hired to do. Let them go out there and do it. They're not going to do it every single game.
There's more to it. Sarfaraz at 3, Hafiz at 8. In search for a win here. And yeah, Jazz Fan Pulse winners, Noreen and Adnan, congratulations to you. Leaderboard, Khalid Ahmed.
You know, sometimes people forget. I did the job not anywhere near as in the modern game like this, but it's not easy to go out there and try and go at 10 and over and don't get out. You're going to make errors. You're going to get out. You can have some cheap innings along the way, but back those players that you've spent a lot of money in investing in to do the job for you. He's one of them. Extraordinary to think that he hasn't played in every game.
Quetta, 2 wins all season. They have to win tonight, they have to win their last game, and they have to rely on results going their way, other results. It's absolutely flown off that bat. End of 14, 168 for 2.
Top individual scores in this season of HBL PSL. Martin Guptill, 117, taking the side home on 2 occasions. Babar Azam gets 1 today. Can Jason Roy take Quetta home and keep their hopes alive this season to make it to the playoffs? Oh, wow. I don't know what to call that shot. He's got a boundary. And let's head down to Uruj for our Kingdom Valley Hamara heroes.
Right, pitch side and in the firing range for what is a high-octane contest, but I've got a very special guest alongside, Samreen Khan, a national cyclist. Samreen, सबसे पहले बताएं कि आपकी journey start कैसे हुई?
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for having me today. मैंने अपना journey start किया 6 years back exactly, but definitely it was something which was in me from my childhood. तो भाई की साइकिल चलाती रहती थी, तो उससे जो है फिर आहिस्ता-आहिस्ता I came into it. और 6 साल पहले मैंने बिगिनर से स्टार्ट किया एंड टुडे आई एम अ नेशनल प्लेयर।
नेशनल प्लेयर की आप बात करती हैं, क्या अचीवमेंट्स रही हैं आपकी इन द रिसेंट पास? कहाँ आपने कम्पीट किया है?
अब तक मैं 3 चैम्पियनशिप्स में पार्टिसिपेट कर चुकी हूँ। 2022 में हम गए गवादर, जहाँ हमने 6th रोड नेशनल साइकिलिंग चैम्पियनशिप में पार्टिसिपेट किया एंड वी स्कोर्ड ब्रॉन्ज इन दैट टीम ट्रायल। और फिर उसके बाद अभी रिसेंटली हमने पेशावर में किया है, दैट वाज 7th रोड साइकिलिंग नेशनल चैम्पियनशिप, और उसमें भी आवर टीम KPK टीम स्कोर्ड द 3rd पोजीशन।
आप रोड साइकिलिंग की बात करें तो आई एम इमेजिनिंग कि डिस्टेंस साइकिलिंग होगी। व्हाट डिस्टेंसेस आर वी टॉकिंग?
डेफिनेटली, एक्चुअली it's also much closer to cricket. There are many days actually, but you are spending there in the championship. There were like 4 days program this time in Peshawar, and first day it was almost 30 kilometers, second day 40 kilometers, and next day it was 52 kilometers.
Right, Samreen, lastly, what are the long-term plans?
This is actually what I want to be definitely a better cyclist, you know, and score a gold for the country. And next is going, you know, international and represent Pakistan.
Well, fantastic. We wish you all the best in your journey. Can you please sign the Kingdom Valley Hamare Heroes shirt for us as well?
Sure.
As we continue to celebrate this segment of some of our unsung heroes.
All right, 178 for 2, and Jason Roy has hit a boundary and a 6 during that interview out there. He's keeping up with that as he knows he cannot slow down at any stage. Still 11.45. They've been scoring at 12 for the past 14.3 overs. What's your call, guys? What do you think? Will it happen?
Knife edge, knife edge. The momentum is still with Quetta. Hafiz will be mindful of that he's got to keep in Jason Roy's slipstream, and yet he's got to do his own stuff. 12 from 7, that's all right. Another boundary here in this over. 2 balls to go to complete the 15th over. Hafiz. He's very clever with his bat. He can manufacture, he can improvise.
Yeah, what he doesn't want to be ending up is having Iftikhar and Umar Akmal not having enough time to finish the game. So that is where he has to be careful. As Jason Roy is on strike, all things are still very much in control for Quetta.
Yeah, he just played 9 dot balls. Look at that in that knock. No time to waste. He moves across. Just almost beat that fielder at square leg. 15 have gone, and 181 for 2 is the score.
.181 for 2. The Spirit of Cricket to award the umpires mark every team on each game on the Spirit of Cricket, the way they've behaved, and they get points for upholding the spirit of cricket. Multan Sultan's averaging 19 points in their 8 matches. Five to go, going wide of off stump on a regular basis now to Jason Roy. Mohammad Hafiz, that rate was exactly 12 leading into the final 5. And this gentleman, alongside Mark Butcher and Bazid Khan, has been a magnificent 100.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. He's hit the ball everywhere. He's just thrashed it to the offside, down the ground. The umpires have been in danger. The crowd has been in danger, but this guy, what a knock. It has been ballistic. Full toss has gone to the boundary. Will there be a check for the no ball as well? Yeah, Ehsan Raza will check the no ball, but it's already gone for 4.
Well, no ball is fine. Front foot, no ball height is not fine. Yeah, just hear the voice of Alex Wharf there, TV umpire. No nonsense, gets to the decision as quickly as possible. That is going to be a no ball. Another one of those from Wahab. He can't bowl anymore. And this next one's going to be a free hit. And can you believe it? Arshad, sorry, not Wahab. With 54 needed from 29. I think the Gladiators are favourites here. Chasing 2-4-1.
I think you're right. Free hit. What can you do with this? Oh, he can hit it straight down the ground. It'll only be one down to TKC. Now 7 from the first 2 in this over, with 12 required and over. You have to factor in the last 5, I think, Buzzard and Butch, that there's going to be one decent over of bowling. So they've probably got to get a 15 to 16 run over.
Yeah, want to get ahead of the game. You want to aim to be able to finish in the 19. Then guess what? There is a chance. And once they got 240, you think, no chance. We're talking 19th over now. But even at this stage, we've seen it so many times in this HBL PSL 8 season that it looks all good. You lose a wicket here, a couple of good overs, and it all changes. We've seen it so many times already. Lahore Qalandars have done it a couple of times with their bowling.
Yeah, not over till it's over. Nawaz, Iftikhar, Umar Akmal, Pretorius, who finished the game off brilliantly for them in the last encounter.
Yeah, there's no shortage of sluggers to come. It's brilliant, isn't it? See, when it comes to the contest, it's not the amount of runs with a high amount or low amount that makes the contest, it's whether it's tight or not. At the moment we've got drama, building drama here in Pindy.
It's in the gap out at deep mid-wicket. It might be a couple, and it might be a couple more than that. Oh, that is another 4. Perfectly placed.
23 now for Quetta. Into the pitch, low one. He hasn't middled it. It's got the bottom of the bat, but the placement right exactly in between those two. The dive, yeah, doesn't get there. 12 off. A delivery to go, 2 deliveries to go.
The professor there with his protractor out. Ball doesn't come off the bat quite in the same way as it does with the young fellas. But he got the angles right, got it in the gap. Darren Sammy has not stopped.
Oh, gap there. That's over the top of Bubba, who just brought himself up inside the circle. This is quality from Hafiz. Turning back the clock, the old stager.
It's just measured, isn't it? He's not panicking, he's not wildly swinging. He knows the pitch is good, so you get the middle of the bat on it. Outfield is quick. There's just nowhere to hide at the moment. You can see what the bowlers are trying to do. They're trying to lock away one side of the ground. They're trying to get the Yorker in where they can. But you miss by a fraction. It's gone. Field's changing again. We've got 2 men back on the offside. One backward a point, one in the more traditional sweeper position. Long off is now back. Fine leg has come up.
What about a little ramp? No, he's too clever for that. Goes fine for 4 more. Yes, please, Professor.
Oh, geometry. Geometry from Hafiz. 50 partnership comes up. 200 comes up. Wow. 201 for 2.
Worm is just sneaking away again. 10 and over required. It was 12 and over prior to that last one. 20 from it. Some beautiful wrist work and placement from Hafiz. Striking at 230. 30 from 13. J. Roy. 117 from 54. Wahab coming around the wicket, dispatched through mid-wicket for 4. 121 for Roy now.
Where do you go? You go full, wide, you go to a boundary, you go full straight, you go to the boundary. Yeah, that sketchbook is completely full. It's full of boundaries, isn't it? Darren Sammy talking to his bowlers, talking everywhere, writing things down, but guess what? It's just a boundary galore.
Oh, and more, 4 more. You're going to do this with an over to spare the way they're going here.
Just the quality of the striking, isn't it, from Jason Roy? Okay, this one, Wahab got a little bit fuller, a little bit straighter at him, so he had to pull that front leg out of the way. Head position is perfect. Was for the ball before. He's got power to burn anyway, and he's not even having to use it. That's how good the surface is. 125 from 56. From England's forgotten man in T20 cricket.
Maybe Quetta think that this is the game to increase their net run rate. And who would have thought? Chasing down 240.
Backward a point on the offside. 4 more. Goes bang, bang, bang. 6 because there was 3 in the last over off the last 3 balls as well. That is now 6 in a row.
They're absolutely strolling this. It's a stroll, 28 from 21. Wahab again, he's not far away. Goes for the wide tram line. Just misses. Jason Roy doesn't. Babo is, well, he's trying to stuff that entire fist into his mouth at the moment. I don't think he can believe what he's seeing.
Is that going to be another? No, it's not. He gets around. Oh dear, oh, almost. Little fumble. Oh, pick it up. It's gone past Colin Ingram as well as the highest ever score in HBL PSL history. 8 years we've been going. And Colin Ingram's 127 has now been eclipsed. Time to calm down. Over to Pal. Danidati. Got him, chai. Good time for that.
No wonder he rushed back from Bangladesh. I reckon he's on 2 hours sleep, but doesn't matter. That pitch, any batter, even Simon Dool wants his pads on.
Too high, too wide.
Just have those days as a batter sometimes where your brain and your eyes are just slowing the ball down to such an extent that you feel you can do whatever you want.
I've never had that day.
Never had that? I maybe had half of one of those. But there's a great example of it. Jason Roy, slower ball. He could have had a massive swipe at that, but he was conscious enough just to duck underneath it, take the wide. He'll smash this one instead.
And don't forget to like the Osaka Batteries Facebook page. Answer Ekhkel Ekhjashan. Contest, win prizes, get a chance to be part of the Osaka Power Run, which we saw earlier this evening. Oh, wow. Just snuck that one past. 16 from the over, though, with 3 to go. 217 for 2. Well, 24 from 18 now, and this partnership is 67 from 32. Hafiz striking at 214, Roy at 223 and change. Been just 5 bowlers only for the Zalmi tonight. Robman Powell has not taken the field. He would have been their only other option. Jamal has bowled 3 overs for 39. Ashad, who we waxed lyrical about last night, has bowled 3 overs for 55. Wahab, 4 overs, 1 for 56.
Was he 3 for 17 yesterday, wasn't he, Wahab?
It's a quick trip, isn't it?
What a difference a day makes.
Jamal now. That is in the gap as well on the offside, and 4 more to Jason Roy.
Just gave himself a little fist pump there, Jason Roy, as he was running through to the other end, as if to congratulate himself on the placement. 2 men back there on the offside. And again, he got that little helicopter finish, just so that he could work the ball to the left of the squarer of the 2 men back on the offside. Yeah, he enjoyed that. It's quite the highlights reel he's got going on in his head at the moment.
I wonder if he knows that that was him going past his highest ever T20 score.
Might have been, yeah.
That's a little reason for it as well. Placement was beautiful, totally agree. It's a little inside edge. Well, they go for 2. Yeah, Hafiz gets back easy. Parkview City free hit for fans. Our winner, Abu Zara Khan. Match 24 winner from yesterday. Congratulations to you, Abu Zara. That one will find the man on the cover boundary. Don't forget to download the Be Love Network. Earn $1,000 as well. www.belove.network. Get involved. Get yourself some cash. Just look devoid of ideas now, don't they? Bubba's down at long off. Oh, not on purpose. Not on purpose at all, but I'm going to give him a break, Hafiz, because he's been brilliant.
Oh, that's just cruel, isn't it? Absolutely cruel. First of all, look for the scoop. Bowler saw him and went wide. Oh man, yep. One of these nights. Haven't seen that very often, this HBL PSL. Sarfraz Khan with a big grin on his face.
In the first 20 overs, Sarfraz would be thinking it's a good match to miss, not being captain, but now he's enjoying all of this.
That is gone over the head of the skipper of the opposition, and that is half a dozen more without a single figures now.
This is simply unbelievable. Every delivery, every other delivery disappearing. It's hit in the air, and guess what? That has sailed away. Barber hoping against hope, but it was always going over. 30 boundaries, 9 sixes. And then now, within reach. 1 delivery remaining of the 18. They'll do this in a canter.
It's 2 overs and a ball to go. You just got to check yourself when you say these things. Has that hit a little bit of bat? Might as well go for a review here, I think. They will. Yeah, Bubba's gone for it. I don't know whether there was an inside edge or not. We'll find out more.
TV umpire to director. We have a play review for LBW. Original decision is not out. Can I check the front foot first, please? That's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please? Ball's close to the back. Can we go to ultra edge, please, when ready? Flat line. Flat line. Play it through to the pad, please. There's no bat involved. Can we go to ball tracking when ready, please? Pitching in line, impact umpire's call, wickets missing. Hassan, I'll get you to stay with your original decision of not out. Signal now. Thank you.
234 for 2. 235 for 2, sorry. Right, it is down to single figures and we have 12 balls remaining. The Gladiators tonight have become the first team in PSL history to hit 39 boundaries in a game. 34s, 9 sixes.
Well, the men in purple, they look a little bit stunned as well. It hasn't gone their way, this HBL PSL. They've got their full powerhouse batting lineup out on the park together, and they have delivered. And they've taken the drama out of it, which is incredible. Chasing 2-4-1, absolutely incredible.
We talked about it pre-show, about the fact they'd just gone with Smeed, Guptill, Roy at the top, because they knew that whatever the opposition got, or even if they batted first, they had to pile the runs on the board. So they went with the 3 big guns, overseas players at the top. Said, what can you do? Well, they have delivered tonight. And that will do it. Gladiators, are you not entertained? That has been brilliant from Jason Roy tonight and from the Quetta Gladiators. They pick up the points, and to be honest, they have done it in a doddle. It has been one of the finest innings you'll see in T20 cricket, and one of the best we've ever seen at HBL PSL.
Yeah, very few that know Jason Roy, that know the turmoil and the torment that he went through over the course of the last 12 months or so, would begrudge him this moment, or any of the moments he's had in the last 48 hours. He's back to his very, very best. There were those that doubted he would ever find it again. But the cleanness of that ball striking, the clarity of the thought, the lack of any sort of slogging whatsoever, just world-class ball striking, was a joy to behold, unless, of course, you happen to be wearing yellow and running in with a white kookaburra in your hand, in which case it was pretty terrifying, Baz.
Yeah, absolutely, ball striking to the extreme, and fittingly it ended with Jason Roy just holding the post as he hits it down the ground. It was at times scary. Most of the time it was pretty scary just to watch the amount of power that he was getting through the shots, and he's made chasing 240 in a T20 game look easy. They won it with 10 balls to spare. Yes, you heard it right. They've chased down 241 with 10 balls to spare. Just take a few seconds, a minute, an hour to let that sink in. Very appropriate that this is the shot he does it with. Holds the pose, beautifully hit down the ground here, and you better believe it.
It's the 3rd highest chase of all time in T20 cricket as well, to go with it. tell you, some smiling faces in that Quetta Gladiators outfit. None more so than Jason Roy, but also some of the bowlers who went around the park tonight just to see a little bit of revenge back on the Zalmi bowlers. Well, that is an innings that long will remain in the minds of many here this evening. Wasn't a full house. We've had a couple of cracking crowds over the first few days here in Rawalpindi. His opening partner tonight, Martin Guptill, they put on 41, and then Roy and Smeed put on 109, of which Will Smeed got 26.